when Oprah did that show about them, and they were mad at Oprah for a long time. Remember, Oprah did a show about the racism there and how it was a damn racist Klan ass sundown town. And that stigma stuck to Forsyth County even to this day. It's still somewhat of a negative stigma there. They've had to diversify it. It's more diverse now. But Forsyth County had that negative stigma for a long time. Like you hear Forsyth County, like, oh, don't nobody want to work with that? You mean the place with all the racists? Nobody wants to do business with that. So they had to clean things up. They had to get it together. You understand? We got to do the same thing. Same thing with Frisco. You understand? It's just like Montgomery. Montgomery had a negative connotation. They had to come to terms. They had to get it right. The only way those cities could rejoin the civilized world was by owning up to the atrocities. Montgomery has a museum down there. Birmingham has a museum down there. Yeah. Like I said, Forsyth County had to diversify and get it together, restructure their public image. You see, because the cultural boycott Foundation of Black Americans put on it, Frisco's going to have to be done the same way. And by the way, speaking of the Carmelo case, the Carmelo's family, his mother and father did an interview the other day. They mentioned something. That Eddie dude, the guy who invited Carmelo under the tent.
What did I say?
First of all, acting like he didn't really know Carmelo that well. He like, I kind of knew him. Dude, I don't know why that lawyer didn't pounce on that. Dude, these dudes were easy work. Dude, these lawyers, a thorough lawyer, not even a thorough lawyer, a lawyer who just wanted to do his job, could have discredited every single one of them damn witnesses. That Eddie dude, according to Carmelo's family, he's the cousin of Carmelo's girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is what Carmelo's family said. The dude who basically threw him under the bus, got on the stand lying, all types of shit, that's Carmelo's girlfriend's cousin. Carmelo's girlfriend is a Mexican girl. That's her cousin, the dude. Mm-hmm. And he's up here acting like he don't know Carmelo. Little stuff like that. And that's another thing too. That minority coalition, again, these people will throw you under the bus so fast. Yeah, the guy seemed like he had a bug in his ass because hold on. Because what we're not gonna do, hold on. Because this Austin dude, okay, Austin, you're not gonna just hold on. Austin? Yeah, hold on. I blocked Austin. Yeah, he's not gonna just troll in the chat room. He's not gonna do that. AI or Al Fanel, hop on in. Al Fanel, hop on in. Al or AI, whatever your name is. Al or AI?
Yeah. What's going on, Brother Tariq? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's happening with you?
Yeah. What I found out was that this Eddie guy was actually setting up Carmelo Anthony this whole time and everything else.
Yeah, you know what? I was kind of like, that kind of passed my mind. You know, it's a lot of theories. I'm like, did he get set up? I don't know.
Yes, he was set up. He was set up and everything else this whole time.
I feel like he was.
Of course, this is the end result of that and everything else. But listen up, shout out to some of these people like Charleston White, how he may feel, and Cardi B, because she reportedly sent something like about $5 million to him and everything else for his defense team. He needs a new lawyer and everything else. Yeah. He don't need those lawyers. He needs like guys like Rusty Hardin, who was the guy who defended Deshaun Watson in Texas.
Okay.
So I'm gonna land my plane there.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Good talking to you, brother.
Thank you so much. Yeah, he definitely needs new representation. But yeah, that Eddie dude, his shit could have been dismantled. And yeah, this Eddie guy sounds like he filmed it and then hid the film. Something, they didn't subpoena nothing. They didn't try to get further information because again, the state, they wanted to prosecute. So they weren't going to press their own witnesses. So Carmelo's lawyer should have been pressing to see the records of the phone and what got deleted. That lawyer was completely incompetent, man. They got to get another trial based on how incompetent that damn lawyer was. But yeah, that Eddie dude, yeah, he seemed like he had a bug in his ass because a lot of those dudes, they know when a brother is smashing one of their women, they have a bug in their ass about that. That really gets to them psychologically. So he'll sit up there and smile in Carmelo's face, but have a lot of vitriol. A lot of them dudes do not like that. When a brother is smashing a woman in their family, they got a bug in their ass about that. You understand? Better understand this shit, and y'all better understand racial politics out here. Please understand the racial politics out here when you're dealing with these people. You understand?
So,
But you know, listen, everybody raising money for our brother, trying to get better representation. That's a beautiful thing.
he
If they're
damn sure get
sincere.
better
If there's, because
representation.
there's a lot of people who say shit and they're clout chasing and trolling. You know, and we don't have time for that. We don't have time for none of that. Shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of people in here. Y'all raise your hand. Let me talk to the family. Raise your hand. We got a lot of people in here. And I want to get some new faces in here. Let's get One Up Chuck. Let's get One Up Chuck in the building. One Up Chuck in the building. What's up, Mr. One Up Chuck? One Up Chuck, unmute your microphone, sir. That looks like Gasper Yanger in your profile picture. That looks like Gasper Yanger.
We in the building. We in the building.
What's up, Chuck?
Hey, anybody put their hands on you, hit them back. I don't care who it is.
Yes, indeed. All right, then. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you so much. Okay. Goldie, what's up, Goldie?
How you doing, Tariq? How you doing?
I'm good, Goldie. What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, I was just wanting to tell you, Carmelo was a thug and got exactly.
Okay, you know, sir, you know, I knew you're gonna troll. That's why I stopped you trolling. See how that happened? See how I stopped you trolling? Now, Goldie, now why are you trolling? Now let's talk like, because you're already corny. So now why are you trolling? What do you think trolling is gonna do? Goldie, hop on. And don't try to be witty because you're corny. It's not, it's all your wit already failed. So why are you trolling? Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
Well, Carmelo was a thug, so.
Okay. Where's your family from, Goldie? You sound Caribbean. Where's your family from? Family from?
Damn musty tethers. What they do, Aquarius
Microphone,
Minded?
Goldie.
This is
From
Tariq's-
Haiti.
This is
From Haiti.
Tariq's ex from early.
Where's
this
your
morning.
family
It
from?
was
You're not
early this
Haitian. Where's your
morning.
family from?
I'm from Haiti, sir, and your wife has a BBL.
Corny
Austin, you're
ass-
not funny.
corny ass troll.
Austin, you still corny, Austin. And again, you doing little Fed shit. Oh, that's Austin. That's Austin. I've already blocked one of his things. Austin is a Fed. Austin be in our YouTube comment section spamming little weird comments. I guess they got him on Fed duty. And he's a punk. He's very jealous of my lady. That's some real sassy punk shit. He wants to be Mrs. Nasheed. You got a lot of these weird punks who are upset because straight men like myself don't want them. So they do this weird shit where they
Moist ass
whine
punks.
about a nigga's woman, but that's real punkified. Your bussy is whistling, sir. You got a whistling bussy. All right.
Whistling butt.
Xander, hop on,
This was on
Xander.
X because they somebody just I
Hey,
believe
what's
it was
happening?
that
Can you hear me?
troll
I can hear you,
was
Xander. How
fucking
you
with
doing? What's going
Tariq's
on with you,
live
fam?
on TikTok.
All right. Doing. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could say about this.
This
but
was
the one
early
thing I
this
would like to
morning.
mention is this. I noticed that what a lot of these racist white folks are doing, they're mentioning things that make people base this verdict on racist white folks' feelings other
Right.
than fact. Like for one, they bring it up, they keep showing pictures of the injury. The injury ain't got a damn thing to do with whether or not this man is guilty or innocent.
Yeah.
And then something else I've been seeing is that there's been a lot of black folks who claim they've seen the video, and every one of them tell almost an identical story, and it all points to self-defense. self-defense. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
definitely self-defense, and they know it. The thing is, they're letting us know because they look. This is 100% self-defense, and everybody knows it. This case is
I'm gonna
100%
play those
self-defense.
videos because I wasn't able to get to them earlier
Carmelo did
because
not do anything illegal.
at all.
He did everything to the letter of the law. The law down there allows you to stand your ground and defend yourself from a threat. What they did was pull out the whole "I'm white, not say so." All right? This is what they want to do. They want to practice the "I'm white, not say so" rule and act like they're not doing it and then tell you it ain't about race. Black family, please stop sitting up letting these white supremacists tell you it ain't about race.
Exactly.
We're not
Everything is
waiting
about
on them
race.
to make a confession. I want you to understand that. Don't sit there thinking that they're going to give a confession. And so what? No, you've made that determination. This is about race, and we're not going to go along with it. We're not going along with the racial double standard. That's something that we're just not going to go along with. We have to let them know that. And I see some of you Sambos out here, buck dancing, a lot of the tethers, a lot of the punkified dudes trying to get brownie points from white society, running around here. Carmelo was in the wrong. Yeah, you're performing out of fear. You ain't fooling nobody. Y'all scared. This case scared some of y'all niggas. Oh, let's be.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, Aquarius. We're supposed to let people attack us and not defend ourselves. That seems what the notion that they're going with. They're running with that, like, oh, you super Negroes, like we're damn Viltrumites and shit. We ain't supposed to defend ourselves because for some weird reason we're super Negroes. Nah, I didn't see that. I heard about it, but I didn't see it yet because I had got off the internet yesterday for a minute. What went down, Aquarius Mind? Tell me. 'Cause I'll get that. But did you see the story of a white supremacist coming to shoot at this family's home out in Birmingham, Alabama? Deep gang, yo.
This family says
Deep
they
gang.
were celebrating a
These
birthday
people
and
are
spending
racist.
time together before a man they identify as a neighbor pulled up and
This
opened
their
fire
neighbor.
with an AR-style rifle.
How's that working out for you black people getting up there and running around these people?
Witnesses
He
say
shows up
the
with a
family
damn
was gathered outside
AR-15.
for a reunion Sunday night when a car drove by. A white man who witnesses say was Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer was inside the car yelling racial slurs at the group.
And he's talking junk and he started yelling the N-word. He kept going, so we let him go. And we were just discussing what just happened, why he tripping.
But Green says Kinzer came back, this time wearing armor and carrying a rifle.
Lucky they had a Marine brother out there.
And then that's when everybody started running. He got a gun. All the kids, they was making sure the kids get in the house. And people started taking positions because they seen he had a gun. And I was in the middle of the street. That's when he raised it and fired. Boom. And I grabbed my gun and started returning fire and moving with him.
Okay,
Green
yeah, I
says
heard
he's a
something
Marine
like
veteran.
that.
He says he was
Judge
going
Joe
to
Brown
defend
is
his
an
family,
old cantankerous
including
nigga.
children and
He
older
be off
adults who were
code a
present.
lot.
It was so hurtful. I cried all night. I'm laying outside on the ground through a shootout under a car with my other auntie, my other sister, who is 77, and I'm 62.
The investigation is ongoing. Officials say more charges are expected to come. This family says they are just grateful to be alive.
So you had this damn white supremacist run up on this family and shooting all at them. It's time for us to make these people synonymous with who they are, the monsters that they are. Yeah, you're gonna have to be at the party now with a hammer on you. You're gonna have to have tool time on you. Because like I said, I feel like they're sending tethers and Mexicans and other people. I even got a video I'm gonna show y'all too. Remember that cross burning they were saying up there in Connecticut or whatever, a cross burning? Well, that was a damn Asian. It was a damn Asian who went and burnt the cross. It was a damn Asian. These people are all fucking wicked.
This
Them
family
and their
says they were celebrating a
motherfucking cohorts.
birthday
Hold
and
on, I didn't mean to
spending
play
time
that.
together before a man they identify as a neighbor pulled up and opened fire with an AR-style rifle.
There's so much bothering me about this Carmelo Anthony trial. There are videos out like this.
This kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move.
This
He
was
started
all
getting
a lie.
aggressive and talking reckless.
How can you
And my
get
brother
aggressive
stepped in
from
and said he
sitting
needs to
down?
move. He's like, make me move. Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see.
Now, in that video, you hear Hunter clearly say it was him and Austin going at Carmelo. You also hear him say that Austin grabbed Carmelo's bag. But no witness testified to that. The defense didn't ask anybody about that. Like, what in the hell is going on? So you mean to tell
This
me
why I said
that
the
Austin
defense was
walked up
in on
5
it.
bleacher rows to get to Carmelo? He was yelling at Carmelo.
His family
Him,
was
his
dumb to
brother,
get a
and
white
his
man.
friend were standing over Carmelo.
Like that
and
nigga
Carmelo
wasn't
was
down
the
with white
aggressor in the
supremacy.
situation. Carmelo was provoking him. Although Austin is yelling at him, Austin is walking towards him. Austin grabs his bag, according to his brother, and then grabs him by the shoulder and shove him. But Carmelo is the aggressor in this situation. Like, I don't understand any of it. Like how the girl testified that
Grabs
she don't
his
know Austin,
bag.
that she don't know Carmelo. However, she know that this not about race. You don't know how Austin or Carmelo feel. So how can you say you know for sure that this isn't about race? How can you say that you didn't see what actually took place because you were watching the event on the track, but you know that this was not self-defense? Like, y'all, none of this shit is making sense to me. I am sorry, y'all. This trial has aggravated me. I am taking a 1 week break from trials, y'all. Listen, when I have more updates, I'll let y'all know. The family do have ways that y'all can help them. Look into all of those things.
And yeah, this was pure white supremacy 101. For anybody who went to sleep last night and you didn't get up still feeling some type of way, I feel for you and your ancestors. I hope they are burning in hell with your weak ass. All you Sambos and all you raccoons, all you tethers, Asian, Latino, African, Caribbean, whatever, all of you. I hope all your people are burning in hell. And I hope you soon join them in the nether fucking world. His own defense attorney was talking about, yeah, I'm not an aggressive attorney. Yeah, then why did you take on this fucking case? Because you was in on the goddamn fix. And for black people, I want to keep telling y'all, you got open fucking enemies, bro. We got open enemies on us. To be trying to get one of them to be your defender is like just downright fucking crazy. Let Tariq go some more.
Real, because now it makes you feel powerless that they can railroad a black person and you're like, damn, I don't know what to do about it. Well, that's the power of us. We have to stare at the problem until we figure out what to do about it. Well, we can do something about it. I promise you we can do something about it. Just keep staring at the problem and figure out what to do about it. It'll come to you. When you focus on something, the solution will always come to you.
That's right. We gotta be
This
laser
can be
focused.
rectified. You understand? You have more power than you think you have.
Like our brother Tariq is saying, we got to make that town, Frisco, Texas, synonymous so its name is a piece of shit. Everybody should, when they hear Frisco, Texas, they should be like, I ain't going to no Frisco, Texas. We ain't having no event in Frisco, Texas. It's going to have to be done that way. Because just like what he was saying about how Simi Valley, like when I hear the word Simi Valley, all I remember is OJ. I just remember it being a racist enclave for those damn cops. Yeah, the parents were listening to the wrong people. They did say that because they was on Willie D. Willie D had them on there, and they did say they fucked up. They dropped the ball. Remember, I was telling y'all, Aquarius Minded, if you know the other broadcast the other night, I was telling y'all about how we was on TikTok. We was on TikTok trying to tell the mama who to get as the lawyer. And the mama got mad at us on TikTok because we was telling her who the lawyer should be. And we was like, no, don't get, because they had got rid of that light-skinned black nigga. But then when she was getting the white guy, we was like, don't get him. Everybody on TikTok was telling her. And then she took her TikTok down. But she got mad at us. She was like, y'all trying to tell me like I don't know what's best for my son. And we was telling her, now, that guy, if you getting that guy, then you don't know what's best for your son. And she got mad at us. And she took her TikTok down. And we was just trying to be honest to the sister. We was telling her like, and look at this area y'all going to. Yeah, they should have been known. They should have listened to the family. They think other black people was telling them something for the wrong shit. And our sister, Dr. Matthews, came out and said as much last night too. She did an interview with like CBS and all of them, and she said as much. Like, yeah, she said because she wasn't there because she was in a court case fighting her own situation where they tried to railroad her. Yeah. And she said she got her case thrown out. Yeah, so Texas right now is mud in my book. Basically mud. Let Brother Tariq finish.
Some of y'all get scared because see the white supremacists, they do psychological mind tricks. They do a lot of mind tricks and they do a lot of race war talk. Listen, they always say shit like, well, you guys better not do anything because, boy, you guys don't want a race war from us. I saw a video of some white man talking about how
we played him last night.
Americans, if they wanted to get down on us, the white society could do all this.
Yeah, I played that in last night's broadcast before I had to.
Y'all seen this video? It's been circulating around for a minute.
Yeah, we saw the video.
Talking about all the stuff
we saw that last night,
and all the training that they've been doing.
Yeah,
and
like
all that
there's no
stuff.
black trainer. You know who
you ain't scaring nobody. We're already a.
Let's just say this. The brother who apprehended the gunman who was shooting at that family out there in Alabama, that was a black Marine. So these people keep acting as if we don't have people in the armed services too, when we have the most people in the armed services. Like 72% of the military is foundational black Americans. Yeah. If that was to happen, Aquarius Minded, they'd be in the ocean overnight. They be having to board them damn aircraft carriers so they could survive if we really turned up. I was posting on TikTok last night. That's why I think another reason they came at me, because I was posting all these fights where black people had to fight white supremacists, and it was L after L after L. And TikTok got mad at me, said I was stirring up some trouble. Yeah, that's why I said, and the street soldiers. Y'all not really ready for no urban combat, as we know what went down in Iraq. We know in certain places in Afghanistan where you had to enter them compounds. That's where y'all were taking your most losses at. Because when you in a tight corner, tight situations, that the shit don't work out like you think. You talking about, that white dude, taught to just let off an 80 mag and shoot some innocent kid. Nigga, y'all not all fucking technical. Most of y'all got PTSD. So y'all wouldn't even function right anyway. That's why you're all on drugs. That's why you're on meth. That's why opioids was taking over y'all. 67,000 of you were unalived last year alone. I'm talking about in the DMV area. I don't know where everywhere else. I know 67,000 in the DMV. Go ahead, Tariq.
War. I call it the war of Western white supremacy. We're already in a war.
Already.
We've been in a war with you for the last 400 years. We're already in a war. It is the war of Western white supremacy. You understand? It's been a nonstop 400-year war. And you better frame it like that. When you frame things,
Hold on.
freak out game on us that we don't act right. Oh, they're gonna really take the gloves off. Oh, you don't really want to see us get down on you. You've already, family, let me tell you something. They've thrown everything they can at us. They've already done it. There's nothing else new for them to do. Do y'all understand that? I'm fearless with these white supremacists. Family, they've done everything they can do. They've done it. And they're still doing it. Even if they use their judicial system, then that's their strength right there. You understand? Their strength is the judicial system, their institutions. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? They always act like, oh, if we don't act right, they're gonna go vigilante on us. Oh, they'll just be slaughtering us in the streets and all that. Family, let me tell you something. They ain't gonna go there. They'll never go there. You understand that? They're not gonna go vigilante on us. Y'all understand that? They sell these wolf tickets about an upcoming race war. It's performative. See, they love the aesthetics of being renegades and this family of an ultimate showdown. That's a psychological tactic. That they want to put us in a state of perpetual anxiety. They like to project image of strength so they can mask their vulnerability. They're very vulnerable. They don't want to let you know that. Listen, family, for the white supremacists, their only secret weapon is the leak.
Yo, Aquarius minded, that right there too. I don't trust Charleston White either, even though he says some good things. I still don't trust the nigga because he said so many bad things. That's why it's hard for me to trust that nigga. And I'm gonna be honest about it. I don't trust him. Shout out to Big E and the family for holding it down after we had technical difficulties last night. Appreciate y'all. Stolen Ancestors, FBA Convo, all the family who held it down when I went down and out. Appreciate everybody that came on the panel. Yeah, they want to try to intimidate Negroes. And that's why I keep telling people, do y'all act like a lot of us haven't been in the military? There's plenty of military-minded brothers out here who have been in the military, myself included. So when these people act like, oh, we'll be able to take all you black people down, do y'all not understand? Some of us were in very elite units, the Great Black Shark, all of us. For people to act like we don't have military backing of our own, we just haven't done it. I'm gonna have this one brother, the one brother said it. We just haven't really, it's a war that we kind of been ignoring to our own detriment. Right. As you heard that brother who was in the shit in Alabama, he said everybody started taking up position. Did you hear that? That brother started talking immediately about military action against this white supremacist. And that's how he took him down. It was, see, the media is not telling the full story yet, but that brother took him down, because I've seen some media outlets say, hey, this brother neutralized the system, this damn white supremacist who came out there doing that. So we got plenty of brothers and sisters that can neutralize motherfuckers. That's right. We gotta stay ready. And a lot of scary Negroes, they don't want to stay ready. Listen to what this white guy said right here.
This
When y'all
case
acting like
was
we don't know
over
the
in
fix
jury
was in.
selection, as most cases are. When you don't have any black jurors, and mind you, you had people of color but no black jurors in this jury.
Did you hear him say
that was
people
over?
of
This
color,
kid was
but no
not
black?
going to get a fair trial.
they know the
one of the
difference.
things, I've been doing this for 43 years. Jury selection determines everything in a criminal case, number one. Number two, the reason the jury selection informs every case in every community, in every courtroom, is because you are the product of your upbringing by the way you view things. And you're never going to convince, I don't care what kind of an orator you are, how persuasive you are, you're not going to be able to impart your lived experience onto 12 people.
There you go. And so even that white man right there said, right there, there's grounds for appeal right there, where he said, you have people of color, but they're not black. They're not raised under the same things that we went through. And you know what? For soldiers who are foundational Black Americans, for those of us who saw some horrific things, we kind of don't really have the PTSD like them, because we already had PTSD. We're already under the sublimation of the PTSD effect because of the way that we've been raised in this damn wicked country. So to us, the violence doesn't resonate in our memories the way these so-called white people who like to play like they're so peaceful, they're so fucking Mayberry, that, oh, that violence bothers them. Where we're already under the system of deprivation, of a warfare-like situation already. We live already in a warfare situation. That's what I'm saying. Our sister, Dr. Matthews, Candace Matthews, she said it normally takes 30, 60 to 90 days to be moved like that. They moved that brother overnight. Overnight. And yet they want to keep playing in our face as if they didn't move that in overnight. Like, we can't see the fix for what it is. The brother showed up with his hair shaved, and then they shaved his hair some more and put him in them goddamn Star Wars slave looking outfit. Black people, for one, black people don't have lice. We don't get lice. That's right, Aquarius Minded. That's right. I forgot you worked in the judicial system too. That's right, beloved. You know, I was talking to one of my mans on West. He's a judge. He's a judge out in Maryland. He's one of my brothers I went to college with. He's a judge in Maryland. I forgot what circuit court. But that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's a judge, and he was talking to me like, he was telling me like, man, a lot of these fucking black attorneys are cowards. Because he said he was just at a thing with a whole bunch of black attorneys, and a lot of them were cowardly when talking about the Carmelo case. So my man, who's a judge in Maryland, he believes everything I'm saying, and he's a judge. And he's like, Breeze, don't think the shit you don't say don't be affecting my judgments every day. And I got to look at cases. He said, I just be hearing you in the back of my head. He's like, so he said, but I also hear you when you be talking about getting dealing with these motherfuckers who ain't shit. He said, if I look at somebody record who's really fucked up and I feel like they've been fucking with the community, I said, brother, I'm not against that either. You got to handle the business. Get rid of these sucker ass niggas who doing harm to the community. But at the same time, when you see brothers with these cases where it just don't seem right, brother, do your due diligence. And he said that's exactly what he been doing. Shout out to my brother Wes. I ain't gonna say his last name or nothing because I don't want the white supremacists to be, going at him and shit. Yeah, they only concerned about money. But we got plenty of black people who are judges, lawyers. I went to college with niggas. People keep forgetting like I'm a college graduate. I'm not a nigga who just I was a street nigga even when I was in college, but I still managed to graduate. So when they act like black people are just a bunch of niggas on the street, that's the misnomer. That's the lie. Yeah, that's right, Aquarius minded. We're fine with getting rid of the criminals. We do not have criminality on our soul, so we're fine. That's why I was telling him, I'm fine with you erasing the criminals. Get them niggas up out the paint. And that was another interesting thing he told me. He's like, the prosecution, when it's a real criminal motherfucker, they almost don't never want to give them real charges. He said that out in Maryland. He was like, and I'm in Maryland. He's like, you be thinking like they would want to get rid of the criminals, but they don't. But if it's an innocent person, they want to send that innocent person to jail almost immediately. So this is a real-time thing that's going on all over this damn country. And shout out to the few black judges who have woken up to the reality, or who are brothers who already kind of knew but weren't really sure, and now they in the process and they see it. I remember back in college, all the tethers, they used to hate me. They're like, all he ever bring up is race. And I said, because everything has to do with race. Yeah, it's built by design. They like to keep these thug criminal niggas on the street. A person who did something one time, they want to send to jail. This is facts. Because reality, they always believe that there's going to be some harm that comes to a black person when you're in these penal systems that they control, like a goddamn UFC fight. Go ahead, Tariq.
System. Do you understand that? Drive that in your head, family. Their only secret weapon is the damn legal system. Without that, they're fucked.
That's right.
Do you understand that? They want to hide that their power doesn't come from superior physicality. It doesn't come from tactical brilliance. Doesn't even come from bravery. Their absolute sole source of strength is systemic backing. The institutions backing them. The badge, the courtroom, the judges, and the legal parameters, those are their weapons. That's it. You understand? They are entirely dependent on a legal apparatus that gives them the benefit of the doubt. You understand? Just like with Chud the Builder. All right, we're going to go back to him. Chud the Builder was running around here trying to act like an internet vigilante, running around yelling the N-word and all that, acting like some kind of rogue, tough guy. You talk a heavy game, but remember, the minute brothers, he went over in the trenches and somebody called him slipping, he ran to the phone to call the police. Oh God, I'm being threatened. There's a bunch of blacks. Oh God, help me, please. He ran. That's when anytime he got pressed, his punk ass ran to the police. You understand? Just like that Jake Lang always running around. He's clicked in with the police.
Yep.
He'll get out here yelling and all that stuff, but he's clicked in with the police. They don't want nothing. Not for real, for real. You understand? Because if they start going vigilante, if you go vigilante and just start doing shit and start recklessly trying to pew people or whatever, now you're stepping outside of legal protection. Now the law can't protect your ass. Now that ass is ours. You understand what I'm saying? The minute you do that, you start indiscriminately trying to pew people, that ass is mine. Now you can't hide behind them. Just like that white supremacist down there in Georgia a few days ago was calling a black family the N-word and then went and got some body armor and an
It was
AK or
actually
whatever.
in Alabama. I thought it was in Georgia too.
Shoot up the block.
No, it was
A
in
brother who was a
Alabama.
Marine started lighting his ass up, started pewing back at him. You understand? Yeah, if they try to go vigilante, now we're going to have a level playing field.
Yeah, I thought it was in Georgia.
Yeah.
I just played the
Going toe to toe with us.
It was actually in
without
Alabama.
tipping the scales, that terrifies them. We've survived centuries of systemic oppression, economic disenfranchisement, violence.
Exactly.
So we have a level of resilience. We have situational awareness. We have adaptability.
That's why I said we don't really have PTSD like them because of what we already been subjugated to and what we've been sublimated to and what we've been under. We've already been under a system of violence, perpetual non-violence from not only Negroes that look like us, but this damn wicked system. That's why they upset. And we already been facing them like that. So that's the reality, what our brother Tariq is saying, like right there. We've already been through it. That's why we have resilience against shit like, yeah, we got PTSD, but it don't affect us like it affect white supremacists. They got to go get a damn dog. That's right. Over 400 years of this shit. That's why we fight them. That's why we fight this damn system, because we the only ones who understand and been fighting against it all this time.
That can't be replicated by people who spent their entire lives being coddled by society. They don't want it. They don't want to hit them streets with us. I promise you they don't. We showed them out here in LA what it was. They weren't ready. They were begging the National Guard. You understand? I like the people always say I brag about LA and the gang setups and all that. I'm not trying to glorify anything, but again, look how LA is set up with the gangs out here. The thing with the gangs out here, what gives it its power when it comes to fighting an oppressive system. And I'm using the LA riots for an example. All the gangs got together. You see, in LA during the riots, there was an immediate damn truce. Where my LA people?
I was just watching that video on TikTok earlier last night.
Truce. Everybody said, hey, we're going to put down our differences and let's go get them. And everybody got on code and nobody knew who to target. There was not one organization to target because the gangs are set up in LA in different sets, which makes it a unique situation. Most gangs around the country, there's like a leader. It's like one gang. They might have different, people in the gang hierarchy, but it's usually a hierarchical setup in the gang. There's a head of it and certain intermediaries and shit like that. LA gangs are not like that. All the gangs are decentralized, but they're under like the brand of blood, brand of Crip. So that makes them uniquely, actually, very militaristically powerful. If some shit go down, everybody can start getting on code and just start hitting here, hitting there, and nobody knows who to target because it's not centralized. So you don't know where the shit is coming from. You understand? So that's why the uprising out here was very effective. Gave the city $1 billion bill. You know?
Let's go to this sister right here.
There isn't a black American on earth that is surprised by what just happened to Carmelo Anthony. In a stand your ground state, while standing his ground. Not one black face in that jury box, not
Shit,
one
he was
peer,
sitting his
not one
ground.
person who has ever navigated this country in melanated skin. And if you think that doesn't matter, then you haven't been paying attention to the last 400 years of American history, because you don't want to. This is not new. This is the system working exactly as it was designed. The reason this keeps happening, the reason we keep standing at these grave sites, at these courthouses, at these press conferences with tears and signs and hashtags is because Black America doesn't have any collective political or economic power. When you don't control the legislation, when you don't control who sits on the bench and who draws the jury pool, your outrage, however righteous, does not move this racist machine. Liberation has never been given. It has always been taken. And until Black America builds the kind of consolidated economic and political power that makes the cost of this oppression too high to sustain, we will keep seating all white juries. They will keep shooting us in the back or in our beds while we sleep. They will keep saying they feared for their lives after they do it. Black folks, I need you to stop calling it a boycott. We're not boycotting anything. You need to circulate the black dollar forever for our economic power. It's not a boycott. It's a replacement. We will circulate the black dollar. We will build an infrastructure. We will govern ourselves because we have no choice. This pathetic society will never change. They are still raising their children to be just as racist as they are. Racism is a learned behavior. You understand? Anti-blackness is deeply rooted in every ethnic group, even within our own community. That's what we're dealing with. You want to talk about allyship? Stop trying to infiltrate our organizations and focus on stopping your people, your community, from being racist degenerates. Do the work in your own community. I love you, black man. I love you, black woman. Knowledge is power, power to the people.
That's right. $2 trillion in spending power. How you doing, Miss April Showers? What it do, beloved? Oh, that show was about to be lit last night, and Restream had to fuck it up. Oh my God. Go ahead, brother Tariq.
It's very, very interesting. Stampy, what's that, Stampy? Give me, Stampy, what's going on, Stampy? You're giving the thumbs down. What's wrong, Stampy?
All your gangs are failures. The FBA community is a failure. The FBA community.
So you.
Let me just say again one time again. This was from Tariq's live earlier this morning on TikTok after he got they exoed him from over on TikTok, and then he had to go over to Twitter. So, in case a lot of family missed it.
You sound like you have a lisp, sir. Where are you from? And if we're failure, how you come over here and you from a failed homeland?
You only survive because of white people.
Sir, you come from a failed homeland. That's why you're over here.
You were in chains 200 years ago.
Sir, you had to chain up some bushmeat and put it in a suitcase and come over here, sir. You're not successful in your homeland. You're a failure. You're protecting.
This is a damn tether. This is a tether, Aquarius.
Yes, we can.
A fucking tether.
You're the most illiterate in the country right now.
Sir, you don't even have an education system in your country. You have a collapsed economy.
You have an education system and you're failing.
You have a collapsed economy. You're over here with us, sir.
Over here with you, who
Yes.
wants to live around you? The property values are low around you.
You have zero property value in your homeland. There's zero property. That's why you're here, right?
No.
Yes, it is. You ain't in your failed homeland. You're over here with us.
Dusty tether.
Who's over here with you?
You're our bitch. How that feel?
Who's over? You're
You're our bitch, sir. All right. You have to float over here, laying on your stomach on an inner tube, sir.
The only FBI.
And then you get
No,
over
you can't
here
even
and you
get your
open your
bullshit up,
pussy
sir.
out.
You're our bitch.
Bitch ass.
All right. You sleep on the sofa. You a sofa bitch. You can't criticize the people who run the house. You are a sofa bitch. You're on the sofa. You're on an air mattress, sir. You're the air mattress of ethnicity.
You run it? You said you run it?
Yes, we do. We run it. We run the culture here, so that's why you were able to come here. Because you're
Wait, so who lynched you 60 years ago? Who lynched you?
well, who's lynching your bussy when you had to get a green card? Bussy got lynched to get that green card. Did a white man have to rummage in your boy hole in order for you to get that green card? Because that's where your list is coming from. You got a list, sir. You got a list.
Yeah, you can't answer that.
Yeah. You can't answer why you got a failed homeland and the white supremacists ran you out of that motherfucker. Huh?
That's why Carmelo.
That's why what? That's why Carmelo what?
That's why Carmelo got 35.
Carmelo's gonna be fine. Carmelo's gonna be cool. That's why you got ran out of your homeland. You can't even go back to your homeland. Your homeland is a prison, sir. That's why we saved you. And we're saving our brother Carmelo. We had to save you.
What about Cyrus? You saved
we had to save you from your failed homeland, sir.
Enrique
Right?
is a fool.
You saved Cyrus?
Oh, don't worry about him.
He's dead in the ground.
Right? And your bussy smells dead, sir, from niggas running up on you. Somebody said he's Somali. Okay, yeah, you Somali. Oh, Lord. I can hear flies. Okay, yeah, you're Somali, sir.
Musty
Yeah,
tether.
you got a big forehead and red cross.
What about Trayvon? What happened to him?
What about your forehead and them flies in Somalia?
Yeah, what
sir?
happened to all them niggas in
Mhm.
Somalia? Nigga.
Trayvon's dead.
Yeah.
Lots
Half
of
the
you
people in your village
Somalians
is dead
dead.
too, sir.
That's
How
right.
you feel about that?
That's right.
Huh?
Adrian Jones, what it do, beloved?
People are dying of hunger in your village right now. How do you feel about that? And you fled from them. You over here eating off us.
You have nothing to eat from.
Yeah, no. You mean your village has
You're a failed community.
your village has nothing to eat from except Red Cross grain, sir. How do you feel about that? Come on, Stampy. Get that red.
How can I eat from Section 8? How can you eat from Section 8, the lowest community in the country?
I mean, sir, the only thing that's
Y'all
Section
on
8 is your
Section
forehead. It's shaped like
And
the
that's
letter
the
8.
funny shit.
Big on the top. And it's
Let me just say this. It's been proven with the whole shit that went on in Minnesota, Milwaukee, all these places. All you tethers are the number one niggas on Section 8. All of you. The white tee supremacists, small hats, they on Section 8. All of you people who seem to have the one thing in common with your anti-black hatred is that all you niggas is bum niggas. And you all on Section 8. And you all who cry and whine about the government, you're living on the damn government. Ain't that a bitch? I'm gonna let this brother rock real quick before we get back into Tariq roasting.
Now the Hispanics have entered the chat. You know Hispanics love having a proximity to whiteness. Anywhere you find a racist white person being racist or hateful towards black people, you're going to find a Hispanic standing right there ready to wipe the corners of their mouth. Si, senor. Si, senor. You worried about black on black crime when ICE is shoveling Hispanics out of this country by the busload? You probably got aunties who can't even find their kids, and you worried about what's going on in a black community. Okay, you talking about black on black crime. I hate to have to tell y'all this over and over, but crime is about proximity, right? Just like, do you know that as a Hispanic, you more likely to be victimized by another Hispanic than any other race group? The same as if you white and you around white people, you more likely to be victimized by white people because crime is about proximity. It's only called race on race when it's black people doing it, right? Like we the only ones that's out here. No, y'all doing it too. Probably at a higher rate, but we don't know because a lot of y'all undocumented. So y'all probably doing it worse at a higher rate.
Word up. All these people like to talk that shit because the media sits there and placates. The media is damn sure racist. That's why the media can't tell me shit. Not a damn thing. Go ahead, brother Tariq.
Big, small in the middle and big on the bottom.
Bro, you're so corny. You're 60 years old
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
like that.
Yes, indeed. Your head is a Section 8.
Bro, you're 60 years old speaking like this, bro. It's not even like funny.
Sir, it's hilarious, sir. You know what else is 60 years old? Your mama's titties. And they look like it. They're very dry and ashy.
Your mama's
All right?
titties.
She got some.
You're making fifth grade jokes.
Yeah,
got
that's
dry,
right.
ashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trolling like a fourth grader, sir, with corny. You can't even talk right. You're lame trolling. Your trolling is lame. You came all the way over here from Somalia, and your trolling is lame. Your homeland is lame, and your trolling is lame. Stampy.
Yes.
Yeah, at least I didn't come back from World War II and got segregated.
Sir, your homeland is a World War II. Your homeland is
your
completely
homeland
devastated.
is World War II.
You had to come
nigga.
over here under us, sir. Didn't you?
You've been enslaved the entire.
Sir, you're enslaved over there now. They're enslaving your people now.
They lynched you.
Yeah, they're lynching you now in your homeland.
Or they lynched a pregnant black.
Yeah, they're lynching you now. You're getting beaten and whooped on now in your homeland. That's why you're here, sir.
They lynched a pregnant black.
Yeah, sir. But yeah, we survived that. You didn't. You had to flee. You failed.
You didn't survive.
Yes, we did. We're here. You're not in your homeland. You're here with us. You had to come over here to the survivors, sir. All right, you and your flies, Stampy. Are you mad because you failed your homeland and you had to come over here up under us?
You only survived because the white man wanted.
No, they didn't want us to survive. They tried to do us like you. They tried to make us a third world ethnic group, and we said no. That's why you had to come over here under us, Stampy, right?
They freed you and you starved.
We never starved,
What is
sir.
he talking about?
We're not you. You don't see pictures of us with our stomachs out like you. You don't see us with skinny bodies, no ass, and big stomachs. That's you.
Directly after the Civil War, you starved.
We did.
That's one of the biggest lies. How could we starve when we the people who were propagating all the food in the damn country? We knew how to make food. We knew how to hunt. Hence why Negroes was out in the Dismal Swamp and white people couldn't get niggas in the Dismal Swamp where there's literally almost so-called no food by white people's declaration. But our brothers and sisters was living in the Dismal Swamp, whooping on white ass the entire time. They can't tell you how we was doing all that because we know all the things. We know all the food that's edible within the damn swamp. Shit, niggas was hunting and eating alligators. What is they talking about? We starved. How can we be starving when we was the dominant group right after goddamn the Civil War? Why did white people have to create so many goddamn laws if niggas was starving? Yeah, we had farms. We knew how to farm. We knew how to hunt, everything. So that whole lie like we were starving, that's a big ass lie. What, are y'all going off the fact off the Georgia Peach Bowl where a bunch of Union soldiers allowed black people to starve over there? That's a one-off incident. After that shit happened with the Georgia Peach Bowl, no white Union soldiers were allowed to police black people. Black people started policing our own because the brothers wasn't gonna have it. It was about to be another civil war. They don't like to tell you that it was a lot of brothers. They realized real quick that there was a lot of brothers with guns. So they went into white supremacist frenzy mode as always. Gotta pass this law. We done armed all these niggas. Now it's time to pass some laws to stop these niggas from, if they decide they want to turn them guns on us. Because they know they would have been whooped on. And so they played to our higher moral standards where black people, we like, okay, fair is fair. And, all right, if you're gonna get this right, then ain't no beef no more. That's how normally black people handle business. If we can make a situation better with the other nigga, we're gonna make a deal, and then there's no more beef between us. See, we the original beef killers. We the ones who kill beef all the time, but they like to play like they have some moral high ground when they don't. Their morality is in the gutter. That's right. Aquarius minded that part right there. They make it extremely hard for black people to own and acquire guns. That's why you should be saying, with all this shootings going on, how do these motherfuckers all got guns unless it ain't somebody giving it to them? You keep having these cases that the media go over, they'll report it, but then they're very quiet about it, where we just had a white supremacist in New York who been charged because he was giving out nothing but all these ghost guns out in the motherfucking street. Yeah, a white supremacist. Now they made more laws on niggas wanting to get 3D printers. Yet there's black people with 3D printers, but you don't have a case of a black person making 3D printed guns. It's always a white person or a Latino or some type of Asian. See, we're not out here 3D printing guns. We take it and use it to make stuff. Y'all take it out here to do criminality. And yet, because of this wicked system of white supremacy, all those who are either under the guise and the banner of white supremacy and those who would like to be aligned, you get a pass. You get a pass, including the musty tethers. Keep it going. Let me let Tariq go.
No, we didn't.
25% of your population died off.
No, we didn't, sir. That's why we're still here. We start after the Civil War. We were thriving. Yeah, we got sabotaged by the white supremacists. We were thriving, sir. You were starving. That's why you're here. You had to come over here with the survivors, sir. Is that why you're jealous of us? Are you jealous because you are a failed tether?
Who's jealous of some fat she-boon?
Well, unfortunately, you're too hungry to get fat. So you're just the boon.
Well, she-boons are fat. She
can't get fat, sir. You can't get fat because there's nothing to eat in your homeland. You can't get fat off Monkey McNuggets, sir. I'm sorry. That's a you problem.
At least I don't.
Anyway, sir, yeah, nah, you corny and lame. Okay, you another one who got a lisp. So we know what you had to do to get that green card. We know what you had to do to get a green card. But like I'm saying, I was talking about the white supremacists, and I guess he don't like us talking about white zaddy.
He don't.
And how we're not afraid of these white supremacists talking about what they're going to do. They always try to present themselves as survivalist, like they are going to go against the government and all that and hit the streets. And look, no, they're not. These people love presenting themselves as some kind of Rambo.
They not Rambo at all.
Anti-government.
They Rambozo.
Family, do y'all know how much of a con game that is? When these cats run around here trying to act like they're anti-government.
You know, that's the one great thing, Aquarius Minded. Tariq is already a comedian. He don't have to go be a comedian on TV. The greatest enemy always of the state is the satirist. And that's what Tariq is very good at when he's doing his social commentary, is bringing that satire to us, you know, to make us laugh and be like that and shit. So, yeah, he don't really have to do that part. But you right. Tariq is funny. If Tariq didn't care about us so much, I'm pretty sure he would do something like that.
Yeah, these people are completely dependent on the government. They don't hate the government. They hate the idea when the government serves everybody equally. So their whole rebellion nonsense, that's conditional. They start talking that anti-government talk when they feel like the state is not acting as their exclusive personal enforcement arm.
Exactly.
See, the minute the system tries to create an ounce of equality, they start hollering about some damn tyranny. They don't want to dismantle the state. They want to ensure the state keeps their weapons pointed at black people and not them. Just like those J6ers out there in January 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to cosplay like they're hardcore revolutionaries
They're
and
not
anti-government
revolutionaries at all.
insurgents storming the building in tactical gear and all of that. But what was the underlying reality? They were acting on behalf of the damn president. You understand? Their whole exit strategy relied on them getting executive pardons. You cannot be anti-government, an anti-government rebel, when you're literally begging the head of the government to bail your ass out, which is what he did.
That is the biggest fact right there. And that's right. We do got to laugh to keep from crying. But Tariq is right on point. What it do, Project Leroy? What it do, my good brother? And Tariq is really correct on that point right there. You can't be talking about you so anti-government, but you had to rely on the same government that you so-called hate to bail your ass out and get you out and give you some type of help. Yeah, the hell with Trump and them. Everybody who act like Trump is an outsider, now he's inside, he been doing what he been doing. Nigga, shut up. All these people are white supremacists. The Republicans and the Democrats. Real foundational black American people already know that. I don't never have to explain that to none of my real friends. I don't have to explain that to y'all. That's why I consider y'all like friends, real family members. Because I never have to explain that to real people who get it. It's niggas who I always see as a op that don't get it. Either you like you are intersectionalist, either you Caribbean or you a tether. I'm being honest. Those are my motherfucking ops right there. Other niggas that sort of look like me, they all like I told y'all many times, I don't get along with most of the Africans at my job. I told y'all, the African bitch who like the manager, that bitch don't never talk to me. We were standing together right inside the receiving near the garbage. That bitch didn't say nothing to me. You know when she said something? When my sassy manager walked in there. A few minutes later, she said, "Oh, hey, Terrence." What you mean, "Oh, hey, Terrence"? Bitch, you been standing there for 15 minutes with me, waiting on the goddamn garbage. And you didn't see me? You only saw me when my sassy manager came in. That's right, Project Leroy. That's why I said it ain't just the federal, state. It's your local towns, municipalities, all the city governments. All this shit is rooted in white supremacy. If your black ass can't see it yet, nigga, I don't know how much I can tell you. That's why I don't waste time. That's why I say when my space over here, it's for the people who already know. I don't need niggas coming in asking a bunch of dumb questions. We don't need that. We already know what the realness is. You got a bunch of Muslims and niggas they brought over here from other countries who don't like this country, who want to see it brought down, whereas we've been here, we got the biggest gripe against this damn country, but we want to see it prosper. Make it make sense. Unless we're under a system that has anti-black hatred and deprivation in mind. That's why we have a system of white supremacy. That's why we can't let people keep playing in our goddamn face. You already know, Aquarius Minded. We know. That's why this is for knowing niggas over here. We don't really got time to explain to other niggas about what's going on. We in warfare. If I got to stop and tell you, hey, nigga, the enemy's over there. Yeah, he's wearing that uniform. And yeah, you better be ready to get him. That's slowing me down. That's why we don't need tethers. We don't need non-FBA people trying to represent us when they don't know. You see how, like that white guy just said, that case was rigged from the beginning with the jurors. You had people of color, as the white guy said, since you dumb niggas still don't get it and y'all be using that term. This ain't for the family. This is for the dumb niggas that come in on the side panel and then want to send me messages later. If you up here using the term people of color, you are a goddamn traitor. And I don't want to hear nothing from you. Don't send me no goddamn DMs. Don't send me no extra messages on the back panel asking me this. That. I ain't answering no fucking question. If you don't get it, you don't understand what's going on to foundational Black Americans, I don't want to hear from you. Don't talk to me. Don't waste my time. Carry on. Yeah, and that his mama and them went and got a damn white lawyer. Dumbest shit ever. But go ahead, brother Tariq.
That wasn't a revolution. That was a goddamn state-sponsored temper tantrum.
Exactly.
You understand? Don't want it. And remember, during that J6 insurrection, you had some of the cops in on it and the whole shebang.
Yep.
And what
letting
happened?
them in?
Who had to put belt to ass? A black cop.
Black cop.
Michael Byrd had to put
Shout
some
out
of
to
them
our
down.
brother Michael Byrd.
That's why they were mad at him. A black man had to come through and put belt to ass on some of them. They've been mad to this day. They can't do anything about it. You see,
They
this is
love
why I
bringing
say
that
they
white
ain't really
woman
trying to
up.
get the
They
streets
love
like
bringing
that.
that white woman up on Twitter.
Because now, then we have the green light to do what we need to do to shut that shit down. They're mad at Michael Byrd to this day. He didn't do anything wrong. He did everything he was supposed to do. They wanted to try to see if he can get prosecuted. You can't prosecute him. Y'all were breaking the law, and the brother stepped in and got some law and order. You see?
That's why Trump
That's what I'm
fired
telling you.
the
They don't want to go hit the
That's
streets.
why Trump fired that Bondi
Oh,
bitch.
they don't want to hit the streets now.
That's why Trump got rid of the Bondi bitch, because she wouldn't pull charges on that brother. Everybody knows that. Trump and his little racist trolls. What's that little white nigga that he keep with him? A little bald head, evil white devil. I'm trying to think of his name right now. He's a devious little goddamn devil. And he kept trying to get Bondi to press charges on the brother Michael Byrd, but she refused to because she said he did his job. She's like, when I looked at what the standards of what he did for what he was supposed to be as a job, he did his job. So when he popped that white woman who was trying to climb through the damn thing where the Congress people actually were at, they like to always omit that shit where that white woman got popped. There was Congress people in that room where the police was holding them off at. It was like a damn zombie apocalypse. And the white bitch was climbing through the damn hole and he popped her. And they warned them people, if you come past this thing, you will be met with deadly force. And that white woman thought she was going to be a damn martyr. And her ass got fucking sent to the netherworld, rightfully where she belonged. Take her necromancer ass, her alabaster ass, and send her to the damn netherworld. Go ahead, brother Tariq.
Well, no, they don't. They don't want to go vigilante. But yeah, all of that off the grid cosplay, yeah, they love to buy all the tactical gear and stockpile on all this shit and talk about living off the land like they're rugged frontiersmen. That's fantasy. That's a weekend hobby with these guys. The minute a power grid go down for real, there's a...
You know the funny shit is, the number one motherfuckers with that stolen valor shit always be one of them. Is that her last name, Project Leroy? The chick who got popped by our brother Michael Byrd. He popped her ass as she was climbing in that hole. But the number one people, remember we had that case out there in Seattle where the white Nabisco shot the brother who was in a wheelchair trying to talk about he had stolen valor, and it turned out that brother was rightfully in the Navy and everything and hadn't stolen anything. And that white guy, they tried to get, they didn't even give him a tough charge. But my problem was with that whole damn case was the brother was apologizing to the white supremacists, even though he was getting charged. This is where I be having a problem with Negroes. Yeah, Ashley Babbitt. Yeah, that bitch is under, she's in the netherworld. Fuck pushing up daisies. She's out there hanging with Hitler, with Charlie Kirk, with Austin Metcalf. She's out there with all of them. Rightfully so. See, they get mad when I say they go to the netherworld. They don't like hearing that. Ain't that in all y'all video games? That's how y'all got to come back. Y'all got to go to the netherworld. Black people can go to hell and back. We've been there. Rightfully so. Shout out to Ashley Babbitt for being a bullet bag. I'm just saying, YouTube, that's what y'all call us. Go ahead, Tariq.
Supply chains take a hit. They're going to be the first ones demanding the government come in and fix it. They ain't got no communal survival skills. All of them Project Leroy. They ain't got that. Yeah, they start talking that don't tread on me to back the blue at the drop of a hat. Yeah. See, they want a weak, hands-off government when it comes to regulating their behavior and their businesses and their access to weapons. But they demand a heavily militarized, hyper-aggressive government when it comes to policing us.
Exactly.
You see, they view the state's monopoly on violence as their exclusive property to be deployed against us. You understand? Just like this, they run around here with all these stand your ground laws. Remember, they pride themselves on stand your ground until it's us. Now, we got a kid getting 35 years for standing his ground against white supremacist terrorism. You understand? So yeah, a lot of their fake rebellion, it's a psychological projection. They try to pretend to be some oppressed rebels fighting a tyrannical deep state. No, they try to steal the narrative of actual marginalized groups. That's a psychological trick that allows them to justify their aggression and their hoarding of resources. And they still try to maintain all the systemic projections and protections of the dominant class. They want to play the victim while they hold all the cards. Of this romanticized myth of a lone wolf taking on the system, but their movements only functions when the state looks the other way. You understand? They get subsidized white privilege. They ain't giving that up. That's their only strength. White privilege from the institutions. That's it. They ain't trying to step away from that. You know, when they get out here and do what they do, there's an unspoken understanding that the local sheriff, the district attorney, and the judge will give them a pass. So they're not fighting the system at all. They're the system's unacknowledged foot soldiers doing what they do is the dirty work that the state can't legally do on paper. So do not be fooled by these people. All right? They don't want it. Not on a street level. Ask them people down in Montgomery. All right? Remember what happened in Montgomery? A group of white supremacists tried to jump on a brother, and they made two tactical mistakes. Number one, you jump on somebody, now the law can't help you. So now, and you're doing it when everybody's filming, and there's multiple of you jumping on a brother, and everybody's filming it. There's dozens of witnesses. So now, legally, you are in the wrong, and there's no mistake about it. Way too many witnesses. That's rule number one where you messed up. Number two, you did it by a riverfront where the cops can't come in and save your ass. That's why it was belt to ass that day. That's why.
And another thing is, I really didn't like the way they did that case where the prosecution kind of like charged everybody because they were like, well, you know, we can't just have lawlessness and They made a whole bullshit and they tried to charge our brother, even though his charge got dropped down to a misdemeanor. They still charged that brother. Just wanting y'all to know that part right there. They still charged our brother. And some of the family who jumped in to help him. Yeah, I mean, they charges all got dropped to misdemeanors and shit. Because they were trying to really give our brother who was whooping that white woman with the chair, they were trying to give that brother like extra time and shit. And we didn't let that happen. The family was very vocal. I remember sending email after email down there till it just started acting like every time I tried to see the email, it was like error. There's an error in sending an email not sent. So that meant I sent so many emails that they just blocked me out. They was like, yeah, this nigga. Nah, I don't hate the country. I don't hate the country. The country is the soil. The country is the land. I hate the government that we have. This wicked ass fake system of democracy that's not really a democracy, it's a republic. I hate that we don't understand that. I don't hate the soil. I don't hate the land. I don't hate the soil at all. I love this country. I hate the government and the politics that derive it. Because remember, the politics is just speaking to the people. I've said this multiple times. And the people that they talk about is white people. And white people are inherently racist. And it's when do you come to terms with that? And when we say inherently, yeah, it don't mean all. But all of them could at some point enact a system of white supremacy, which is racism, right on you at any moment. It's like you like, well, this snake, he's not really a bad snake, but even if that snake might not got poison, that snake can bite you and leave its teeth in your fucking skin and it can infect you. See, that's why you ain't supposed to play with snakes at all, really. When I had my snakes, I didn't really handle them. That's why they were really aggressive. That's why I would put on gloves and shit, because you don't handle snakes. That's some shit white people tell you. I've seen white people with a damn boa constrictor on a nigga neck, like, oh yeah. And then the boa constrictor starts stretching out and people don't know what's about to happen. And then it bite a motherfucker right in the face. I be telling people, I'm like, yeah, look, you didn't see the snake doing that? That's why I backed right up. And this white nigga still saying, oh no, it's a good snake. No, nigga, there's no such thing as a good snake. All snakes bite. Yeah, that's the only thing they think about. Even you like, damn, why'd he bite him? Because nigga, he probably sensed you had a weak heart. You like, what? Yeah, the snake was smelling that you kept putting his tongue out. Like, yeah, this nigga right here, he's big though. I don't know if he's a rat. You know what I'm saying? But your heart racing just like a damn rat, and then you got a weak heart. The snake is like, yeah, this the nigga I'm gonna bite right here. I can tell, I can take this nigga. That's right, Project Leroy. That's right. Niggas don't get that. That's right. That's why I look at people like you crazy. Like, there's no way you should be involving yourselves with any type of snakedom. You should see all this shit as what it is. Either you gonna see it for what it is or not. Yeah, that's right. That's good to despise those who are racist, who practice anti-black racism. Yeah. But I don't waste my time on hating them because hate take a lot of energy. I just go with the whole, yeah, I don't trust these motherfuckers. I don't, because I expect some type of racism from all groups. From all groups. I always say that's one of the greatest things our brother Tariq said. Motherfuckers, you can tell tethers because they don't look you in the eye, they don't look at you, and they don't speak to you. And that's a motherfucking fact. Because when I'm in a store, all black people, I can tell all black people, men or women, all look at me in the eye. All the women say, "Hey, baby." All the men, "What up, brother? I see you, brother." Okay, shit. It's right now, it's 6:54 here in Virginia. So I think you only like an hour away from me, Miss Showers. So yeah, I think either it's 5:54 or 4:54 in your neck of the woods. But yeah, it's 6:54 here in Virginia. Yeah, no, I got up early because I was frustrated after last night's live, and then Restream kept sending me bullshit emails trying to act like, "Oh yeah, we're trying to fix it, but you know, one thing would be good is if you remove the Carmelo Anthony." They kept trying to tell me to remove the Carmelo Anthony thumbnail, and I'm back up on it this morning with the same thumbnail. They kept trying to say that was the problem. We're getting a lot of people saying they don't like seeing that, and if you could possibly, and I was like, no. So that was kind of the problem. And they tried to put like, "Oh, I had used more, I let more people in the live than I was supposed to." I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, we had Brother Maxwell, it was me, Big E, Stolen Ancestors, FBA Convo, and I think somebody else came up in there. But I was like, it was at 6. I even sent them the video clip showing it, so they had to go back and say, "Oh yeah, we sorry, that wasn't true." All right, I knew it wasn't true. Y'all just be making shit up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The white supremacists can post whatever the hell they want, and so yeah, they was giving me the runaround. I just believe they was just sitting there trying to justify their downgrading of my channel. That's what they did. They did what they call was "Oh well, we had to do a downgrade because what some of the people were saying." So they try to blame Big E, and Big E was talking about they can't blame him. Well, Big E, they tried to blame you. I was like, you can't blame people for their personal views. This is just people's opinion. And when I sent them the fair use shit, they sent back another email. "Oh, okay, yeah, you right, you correct. We can't." I say, ain't nobody say nothing in there detrimental. I was listening to the live while I was on the goddamn thing, on the phone with them and in the email with them. Nah, I'm up, Miss Showers. I'm up early. Yeah, I know. I normally be on at night, but I decided to be up early. So yeah. Word up. Yeah, because I was Tariq came on. That was like, that was he does these early in the morning. What I mean? It'd be supposedly late night in his world, but it's early in the morning for most of us. Because I feel like Tariq got a huge East Coast following. I don't think Tariq really know that. There's a lot of niggas from the East Coast who be just sitting up waiting for Tariq, or niggas about to go to work. You like, shit, I'm gonna put Tariq on when I'm on my way to work. Yeah, free speech only applies to them, Aquarius minded, going by them. Which that's why I said, what the fuck is the so-called government doing? The Democrats, you got so-called Jasmine Crockett crawling from under a rock last night. Now she want to talk about Carmelo. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And we was laughing at this image right here over on X, because we was like, who the hell did this? This niggas got 35 years later, got Carmelo all big and brolic, and got Austin Metcalf still in the fucking ground, eaten by worms. The niggas are skeleton. Yeah, y'all gonna hate that. Yeah, Restream will find a reason to hate that too. but we loved it. And that's what I want to say. That's who he looked like. No. I see what they did. It's some slick shit. They just keep trying to do shit. Yeah. Grand Rising, Miss April Showers. You not sleeping still or dreaming. We are in here. Because it just like, I knew we still had all these other stories. Then I saw my brother Tariq, where they knocked him off of TikTok. So he had to go on to X. And I knew I had a bunch of people like, damn, Breeze, yo, Tariq ain't on X. He's not on TikTok. I was like, he on X. And niggas like, damn, I don't got the X account. And I was like, all right, well, I'll record it. I'll play it on the video today, this morning. Because I know I have people who watch while they at work and when they get off, so they don't never be able to come. These are niggas with real jobs who go to jobs and where they say, yeah, I'm at work, yeah, so I can't speak no more. That'd be real niggas. Niggas who go to these jobs and then still be commenting, nigga, just shut the fuck up. That was the nigga on Mouthpiece joint, Ebo the Brown African. I know you out there, you musty nigga. You Morris Science Temple nigga. Yeah, go ahead, Tariq.
He got stomped on all up and down that pier. Understand?
That's right.
They don't want it. Let's get Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, hop on in, sir.
At all.
Mr. Anderson, hop on in. Oh, he left. Mr. Anderson left. All right. I wanted to talk to Mr. Anderson, but he left. All right. Let me see who else we got. Let's get, raise your hand. Y'all raise your hand if y'all ready to get on. Let's get Bruce. Let's get Bruce in the building. Let's get, let me see, Geechee, man. All right, Bruce, what's up, Bruce? Hop on, man.
Tariq is stupid.
Or Geechee.
Good evening, Mr. Nashir, or good morning. I want to say, thank you, brother. You got some white supremacists like scared, brother. I just was in a room recently where they said you were the single most powerful voice in the Black movement right now. They're scared, brother. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Yeah. I say fortunately or unfortunately, that's true. And they know this. Unfortunately, because I don't even like the responsibility of it. I am right now.
Hold on. Yeah, that's right, Project Leroy. April Showers. You had Dave Anderson bucking his eyes. Y'all don't know. I called April Showers on her phone. And she was telling me about it. She was very on fire. Shout out to our good sister, April Showers. I had called her. And yeah, we was talking on the phone. And yeah, she started telling me that then. Miss Showers was very live about that. Yeah, she was on his ass. She told me she was over there. I was die laughing. I was like, Miss Showers. Lord. I was like, no, you didn't. She was like, yes, I did. She's like, and I unfollowed his ass. Miss Showers wasn't playing. She was on that nigga Dave ass, the business bully. But see, he should expect that. That nigga been booed at the rally for reparations. I'm telling everybody. When we was at the rally for reparations, niggas booed that nigga. I was shocked at first. I was like, niggas is booing. I was recording right there. Yeah, the coward talk. She was on his ass. Shout out to Miss April Showers. She don't be playing. That's our FBA rider auntie. Niggas don't know. We got aunties that be riding. That's why I love Miss Showers. I watched her. I used to come when I used to listen to her show. I used to listen because I got her through all the Joliet niggas. all the niggas who from Joliet, like CJ on 32s, I start seeing her shit popping up all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna check out Miss April Showers. And I wasn't never wrong. I love our sister. Even when me and her used to bump heads, Miss Showers will tell you we used to bump heads all the time. Maxwell, Grand Rising, my good brother Maxwell Jenkins in the house. Yeah, me and Miss Showers used to bump heads and shit. But then we started realizing we had more in common than we had in differences. Yeah, I told you, Project Leroy, as soon as he started putting that fake ass album out, that AI album, I started noticing this nigga acting a certain way. I was like, yeah, I ain't fucking with this nigga. Like I said, nigga, just because a nigga be saying something on some other spots, when you watch them long enough, I told people, you watch a nigga long enough, you're going to be like, what did this nigga say? That's why I pray to God for y'all. If y'all feel like y'all hear me say some crazy shit, either tell me or you know what to do. Because I feel like I don't be saying shit that ain't fucking real. Or I change up on niggas. I feel like I keep talking for the family. This how I would talk to you if you was my friend and we was sitting here, we was at work every day. This is how I try to talk to y'all. I try to keep it 100% honest. When I'm with my friends, I don't hold nothing back. I tell them the truth. You know, you'll hear me some days come in and, you know, tell you if I'm not feeling well, I'm not feeling happy, or maybe if I'm sick, I might even tell y'all that. That's right. That's what I was about to say. I was going to lead right to that, Project Leroy. I was about to go right into it, but I don't hang with these niggas on these sectors, as niggas call them, these YouTube sectors. I'm not in a YouTube sector. I'm Breeze Omega. I'm doing me on this side of the block. That's why I tell people I drop shit for the information for Black people, but I also have other stories that pop in and out. But this is mainly a foundational Black American safe space where we could talk about stories, talk about issues, relate to other people. Like I have my good brother Peter Ogun always posting his shirts. Y'all go check out Peter Ogun. If you got anything going on, family, you could always post it in the chat. We don't care. Just because we be right here, when I go back and look, it be like 89, 100 sometimes people. But those people, all those people have connections to other people. So if they see and they like your product and whatever you got going on, put that shit on here so then people can spread it. For every person, there's 10 people. So that's how we want it to be going around. Yeah, Maxwell. He got booed. Wasn't you at the you was at the rally for reparations? That nigga got booed. I was right there. I was like, they booing this nigga. We was laughing because niggas was not feeling that nigga. Nigga was like, man, get this nigga off. I remember hearing niggas like, yo, wrap it up, B. Wrap this nigga up. Niggas was like, they did not want to hear from him. Yeah, Miss Showers gave Dave Anderson the business. Because I usually check in today. I just didn't check into him that day. I was at work. I was like, damn. Because that 8 o'clock hour be fucking me up. Because see, usually when I'm there at 6 o'clock, I'm on my break when like Tariq and Dave Anderson and all of them come on. So I can go on, take my break and put my motherfucking earbuds in and sit over there in the corner and just be listening. That's why I told niggas, I'm like, this shit at work be just like being at high school. Niggas start noticing who you sit with at the tables. Or if you don't sit with nobody at all. Oh, you did? Maxwell? Okay. Yeah, Miss Showers, she was not playing with that nigga. Because it was funny, I had called Miss Showers and shit on her phone. But we was talking about the Carmelo case and shit. That's why I say, family, hit me on the back channel if you don't got no problems talking and nigga, hit a nigga up. Nigga, I'll give you my phone number. Y'all give me y'all's shit. I don't have a problem with calling the family. It would be funny. We be having some funny ass goddamn conversations, me and Miss Shower. Yeah, it's clicks at work. Aquarius money. You be like, God damn, everybody is in a damn clique. I'll just be ignoring them niggas. I'll be like, man, I'm doing me. Do me. That's it. I don't got time for them niggas. I know this niggas be jealous. Like, oh, this nigga, yeah, nigga, I'm selling Traegers. I can't do that at night. You gonna sell this shit in the daytime. Cause niggas is mostly trying to get that grill. Cause most Nabiscos, they'll be sitting like, oh, the family's coming. They say, I'm in fucking Virginia. That is the South, so they expect some barbecue. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't even have. I looked at my grill, just a fucking small Weber. But they don't really like their family. You know how black people, we have certain family members like, oh, you let this nigga, you invited this nigga. That's right, Aquarius minded. Oh, yeah, that's right. Me and LV. Oh, yeah, so you was watching it. Yeah, me and LVZ. I was out there with LVZ. That's still my nigga. Me and that nigga had a falling out for a minute, but that's still my nigga. I fucks with LVZ. I just don't know where his channel is now because his other channel he don't barely broadcast on, and I don't know if they blocked him again all the time. Because they might be on this new shit, a nigga can't smoke a blunt on the video. But that's the bro, LVZ. We was having fun at the rally. We were laughing like shit. It was hot as all hell. He had his son with him. It was dope, man. Yeah, Aquarius, that's how it be. I feel you on that. I told y'all the Asian nigga was mad at me the other day at my job because he's like, you only talking one sentence. It's like, I think, what else do you want me to say, nigga? I ain't got much to say to you niggas. I don't trust you niggas. Like, you don't never talk about your family or, yeah, why should I be telling y'all about my family, nigga? Yeah, Dennis look, you got to understand, Dennis Sperling, because of his legal background, he going to always be kind of off code and goofy sometimes. I saw him and Willie D getting into it. And then I saw Unbiased Ron. He was acting like it was Willie D's fault because Willie D kept cutting him off. And I'm like, nah, at some point I know the type of nigga Willie D is. You get tired of hearing a nigga saying some weird shit, and you like, all right, nigga, what, nigga, you trying to save a nigga. Yeah, them niggas act like I'm off putting at work. They like, oh, you so nice to the customers. Yeah, that's the niggas who spending money, nigga. Didn't y'all say we gotta break motherfucking whatever our over is and shit? We gotta make our they have a certain amount of money you gotta make in the company. And I saw they gave away 81,000 to niggas in the store. Then I'm in. I'm like, nigga, this is 81,000. They gave away just to the niggas, and that's 81,000 split amongst 160 niggas. That's good. That's some good money right there. That's not a look for a check. That's not your check. That's just them breaking you off bread. Right, that's right, Aquarius minded. Word up. Shit, nigga. I was goddamn the associate of the motherfucking month. I didn't even know. I was like, this bitch, I guess she like a supervisor. She's like, congratulations, damn it. She said, you know, you do so much good work. You know. She said, look up. And I looked up, and then I saw there was a plaque with my name on it. Associate of the month. I'm gonna post that on my community page. That's what I'm gonna do. I was like, damn, them niggas wreck. I ain't even been there that long. Them niggas like, this nigga killing it. I'm killing these niggas in there. Because that's that foundational Black American attribute right there where you just know how to sell shit. Nigga, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, baby. Oh, yeah, let's let Tariq go and then I'm going to get to this next story.
The most influential Black person in the United States.
Right, my nigga.
Unfortunately. I say that
like
unfortunately, or it could be fortunately. I don't really want it, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I am very influential. I am the most influential Black person in the United States.
I like how my nigga always
Ain't
got
that right,
respect.
Stamp? With Bruce? Bruce, hop on, Bruce. And Bruce is sound like that Stampy. That's one of Stampy's accounts. Stampy, is that correct? Is that a correct assessment, Stampy?
You run a failed museum. How are you the most successful Black person?
There you go.
I said most
Stampy.
influential. And how is it failed?
But you run a failed museum.
How is it a failed museum, sir?
And you only open 3 days out of the week, bro.
Yeah, because that's when your mama can come up there and model. When we have Bushmeat Day, she can only come up there for a couple of days. We have
Tariq's stupid. Yo, you right, Maxwell. It's exposing niggas. I've been saying this. I said this delineation really got niggas under pressure. Niggas been being exposed. Niggas who you thought was like, wait, you like, what? This nigga Caribbean? Word up. I had to double look at a nigga. Yeah, Musty Austin. Always bringing his musty ass around. I don't like Austin. I think Austin is allegedly FBA. I'm not certain, but he's annoying as shit. I hate him. I really do. I despise this nigga. I despise this nigga Austin. I hope Tariq, with your platform, this nigga Austin will be gone, nigga. I despise.
people come up there and do art, and she's the bushmeat model. So she takes off her robe and shows them dilapidated titties. So we draw Picasso images of your mom's tits. Right? Come on, Stampy. You're too easy. All right. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, our museum is way better than your museum and your home. Y'all ain't got nothing to display.
Yeah, we all seen Barrister.
You don't really have a culture. What you gonna have? Like some calcified bushmeat in your museum? You ain't got nothing in it. That's what bothers you, Tevins. Our museum is popping. It's always packed. And your museum basically has a grain of.
And nigga said calcified bush meat. Tariq be wildin', yo. The fuck, bro? Calcified.
Yo. Red Cross rice in there. The people fighting over it. I mean, y'all ain't got nothing. I would be mad too. Shit. All right, let me see. Who is this? Tusky Queen. Let's get Tusky Queen in here.
Oh shit.
Queen.
Tariq is crazy.
Hey, Tariq, how are you doing?
I'm good, Pesky. How are you?
I'm doing well. I wanted to give you your props. My family and I have been following you for years. We're crazy about you, and I'd like to say you're.
Yo, Maxwell. That's right. I said that nigga look mushy. He looked like a gooey nigga, what's that nigga, the gooey raccoon? That shitty ass comedian nigga from New York, where he claimed he from New York. With the raccoon eyes. I can't remember this nigga name right now. Cause he in and out of my lexicon, so I'll be forgetting that nigga. Yeah, it don't match that voice. But that's how the tethers sound. Did y'all hear OG Adenobi talking? Did y'all expect that voice from a big nigga like that? When I was a kid, when niggas was a big man, the niggas talk like this, you know, word up. We had to get the ball down to the court. We just played, you know, ball and, you know, and then the ball. And then, you know, the ball. We got the ball in the goddamn hoop. That's what it was. You know what it said? This nigga was like, he was like, yeah, you know, we had the, you know, the Spurs, they were, you know, we were down. I just, you know, when he shot the ball, I just knew I had to get there. I had to try to do something, you know, and, you know, by luck, I got it by the grace of God, you know, but, you know, the Knicks, we never give up, you know, we, you know, yeah, strategy. Yeah, we like to think about strategy, and, you know, we were like, trying to like, you know, yeah, we sticking together. It was us, the Knicks. You know how it is. You know, we try to play the ball, and, you know, the ball, and then, you know, the ball, and then the ball. Yeah, then we got the ball in the hoop. That's how that nigga sound. Listen to how that nigga voice sound. Y'all go watch the video. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Like, yeah, nigga, you know, I was out there and he threw a punch and then I punched him right in the face. You know, I tried to break his nose bone. I was trying to crunch up in there because I was trying to send him into the netherworld. I wanted him to go meet Hitler. That's how Mike used to be at the motherfucking thing. You be like, what the fuck did he just say? Yeah, I was trying to hit him in the nose bone. I was gonna break it all, but, you know, I was trying to send him into the netherworld so he could be with Hitler. Shit was crazy. Wait, which rookie? Which rookie? Mike Tyson used to punch them niggas in the nose bone. Mike Tyson wasn't trying to play. Mike Tyson used to try to kill niggas. He would tell you that too in his goddamn interview. You like, imagine as a kid watching a Mike Tyson interview. Like, what the fuck? You were scared of Mike Tyson. I remember when we saw that nigga, we was like, oh shit, he ain't that big, but like not tall, but he was big. We was like, oh, that nigga big though. I remember niggas seeing that nigga. Niggas was like, yeah, that nigga big. He ain't that big, but he big though. That's black shit right there. You be like, yeah, he ain't that big, but he big though. Cause you like that nigga not that tall. That's what you trying to relate with. You like, this nigga's not that tall, but shit, this nigga might fuck some shit up. Word up. Ain't call that nigga Iron Mike for no reason. Nigga, this nigga used to remember that fight with Miss Joe Green. This nigga just going to the damn store to go to the store. I think he was going to get some pork rinds and some beer or something. Word up. Big and train. Y'all remember, boxers did not have no bodyguards, nigga. Today, you don't even see a local boxer. You never see these niggas in the street or at your Walmart or nothing, nigga. And FYI to niggas in New York, there is no Walmart. If a nigga tell you from New York and he tell you there's a Walmart, that nigga's a liar. There is no Walmart, nigga. Maybe on Long Island they might have got one. I don't think so though. I don't know. But we have never had no damn Walmart. You gotta might drive out to Jersey and shit. What it do, Cow Dog? What it do, family? Oh, I gotta post these videos. I did make some really good skirt steak tacos the other day with some New York strips, some skirt steaks. Yes, sir. Know what it is. Let me see. Let 3 go. Then I'll get to another one of these videos.
Work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I know your kids are very proud of you because you give them great examples to follow. I wanted to say, Jake Lang, he's been arrested in Texas for terroristic threats. So they're holding him on $1 million bond.
Heard that.
In Texas.
Praise the universe.
Also, I saw that the notice of appeal had been filed on Carmelo's behalf.
Yeah.
And
the appeal has been
they
filed.
also pulled his fundraiser.
They stopped the
so
Go
I was
Send,
wondering,
the
if,
Go
you know,
Send
there's
Go.
different
They
ways
stopped his
that
Go
people
Send
can
Go.
now contribute since they've pulled that. And you know, I've seen people were trying. I think they had tried to start one on GoFundMe, and it raised like $700
Okay, Maxwell.
and that was pulled also. So I was just wondering, how can we continue to help Carmelo's family?
Yeah, we're looking into that because we want to see what the game plan is for them and any new lawyers. So we're listening for them to see what they plan on doing as far as representation, because they got to get new lawyers. That last lawyer that they had, that ain't it. That ain't.
That's facts right there. That lawyer was trash. I don't know who told them to get him in the beginning, but it was the worst thing ever. It was the worst choice. It didn't make any sense. We warned the mama on TikTok. We was telling her, do not pick that man. We warned her. She got angry at us, and she got rid of her TikTok. But somebody was saying this back up now, and I was like, well, she got rid of it when we was on TikTok trying to tell her, like, and she was like, y'all act like I don't know the best for my baby. And then that's when she like got rid of the TikTok. And we was trying to figure out, like, why would she do that? We just trying to tell her, like, what's going on. And yeah, she really didn't, she was really upset with us. Look, I get it. You know, you think you're doing the right thing, but I wish she would have listened to us. We was giving her way better. I was like, I'm not even in Texas, because she kept going back and forth with me. She kept coming on my thing, leaving messages to me. 2037? Okay. Yeah, she now, you know that, Aquarius. She know now. Yeah, she kind of apologized. She said that shit on Willie D. She was like, I ain't gonna lie, the people on TikTok was trying to warn me. Yeah, she was going back and forth with me. I don't know how long those messages stay up on there, but I guess if I go look on TikTok, I could probably get them if they're there. But yeah, she was going back and forth with me, like, and I was like, ma'am, I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is, ma'am, I think you should think about who you getting as a lawyer and a representative for your son. I was like, that's all I'm saying. And then she was like, what motherfucker, you act like, do you got a son? And I was like, no, I don't have a son. I have daughters. And she said, so then you can't understand what I'm going through. And I was like, ma'am, that's neither here nor there. If my daughters was in that situation, what you think I would be doing? I would be getting the best representation that I can get for my child. And you need a fighter. And we was all telling her, you need a fighter. Everybody like, yeah, you need a fighter, girl. And she didn't like that. Oh, it's free on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cow Dog. This nigga, he was like, I'm not an aggressive, he was saying all that. He's not an aggressive fucking lawyer. And that shit right there just bugged me out. I was like, man, and we was warning her. We was telling her. This is before even we was telling her niggas had showed her videos like, yeah, you don't want this nigga representing your son. People were saying that, like, here, you need to watch this. And I don't understand why she didn't get it. And the father, we was sending him too. He was actually kind of listening. But it seemed like she dominated. I don't want to say that. It seemed like she did kind of was in control, and he wasn't. That's all I'm saying. I know what was going on over there on TikTok because I was on TikTok at that time. When all that, before everybody was even on TikTok, I was over there. And when all that shit happened, I was, like I said, I was shocked. I was like, well, she don't want to listen to us. That's right. You want your defense attorney to be a damn bulldog. He's not going to back down and he's not going to let go. This attorney did a horrible job. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all can say whatever you want, but he did a horrible job to me. And Go ahead, Tariq. Finish up.
And so, yeah, we want to make sure whatever legal funds they're getting, they're going to have to get some new representation. That dude was horrible.
Terrible.
And again, he seemed like he was deliberately throwing the case. I don't believe anybody who's been practicing law for any level of time would make the mistakes that man made by accident. Sitting up there just letting folks get on the stand and say any damn thing and you ain't objecting to nothing. You ain't cross-examining nothing. These people got like 20-something wit.
Wait, hold up, Maxwell. I mean, Cow Dog. Yeah, you can have a pit too, but don't underestimate poodles, nigga. People be saying poodles. Poodles are dangerous dogs. Y'all think they not. I see them niggas be always trying to bite. When you have motherfucking, when they bring them through the store, I'll be like, look, I ain't going near no poodle. I remember this white Nabisco, she was like, oh, you already know. I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm not coming near no poodle. Poodles bite like they're a hunting dog. They look like bitch ass niggas. They like how them niggas was fighting on Pride Day. Them two niggas with the wigs that was going at it. And then the nigga who really squared up, but that nigga had a bra on. Yeah, poodles are extremely smart and they dangerous. They'll bite your ass. They play you off because they look like a feminine looking dog. And they really fucking dangerous. Fuck a poodle. I don't fuck with them shit. Them Dalmatians, another dog that'll bite the shit out of you. I tell niggas, I bet you better be careful of a Dalmatian, nigga. There's a reason it rode on the goddamn fire truck so it could chase niggas off. I ain't never met a nice Dalmatian. I'll be honest on that fact. I have never met one that was nice. That's why I hated the 101 Dalmatians. I did not love it. Yeah, poodles are crazy, but they scary. They will bite. Them niggas ain't no joke. You ever see a poodle mouth? It's almost like a longer Doberman mouth. Hell no. I stay away from them niggas. Hell no. That's why your mama got that dog. That she know that poodle gonna look out for her. let a motherfucker come around your mama and that poodle right there. Yeah, they big. Yeah, poodles bite a lot of motherfuckers. See, cow dog, I told you, them shits is dangerous. I ain't fucking with no poodle. I told people when I see them shits come in the store, I give them shits a wide berth. Like, nigga, stay over there. You the one dog I'm not even thinking about trying to pet. I don't care how much you wag your tail. That's y'all trick. Y'all trick niggas wagging your tail, and nigga come in and you bite the shit out of him. Yeah, all that French dogs always sound moist. Bite you and run away. Yeah, see, Aquarius minded. No, them niggas stay ready. Motherfuckers, I don't fuck with them. I'm like, as soon as I see them, I be like, shit, I go down the other aisle. I'm like, I'm not going near them poodles. Fuck them shit. And even the pits know. When it be white people in there with a pit bull with a sweater on. The pit see them motherfucking poodles, that nigga be like, ah, nigga, oh, it's them niggas. And then white people, they be having two of them. Them shits be big as shit. You like, what the fuck? Man, you better control that shit. You see the white nigga trying to tighten up on the goddamn leash and shit. That little pit is like, it's them niggas. The white people be having a damn poor pit bull. The pit bull will be looking at me and shit, have a face like, nigga. And they got a damn sweater on them. It's crazy as hell.
This is, and you bring on Bree, you ain't bringing on no expert, just nothing.
At
this
all.
Dude wasn't even trying, man.
At all. I told
I don't
people.
think that was an accident.
Yeah, that lawyer was bullshit.
Come on now.
I'm telling people, I was like, that
the black
nigga didn't
receipt.
bring
Let's get the black
nothing.
receipt up here.
No
the black receipt. Hop on it, brother.
Hold on.
The black receipt. Hop on in.
Before black receipt get in there, I was just even saying this. That nigga was supposed to go pick up that utility tool and show it to everybody. Say, this is not a knife. This nigga was not no Johnny Cochran. When Johnny Cochran put that glove up, it was like, nigga, if it don't fit, it don't acquit. Nigga, you ain't got no judge like that, no lawyer like that. And not from no Nabisco. What cases have you, what was the last time where you had some so-called Nabiscos? Ain't there a movie called with Samuel Jackson and he had the white nigga as a lawyer or some shit? And he was like, yes, I hope they die, and I hope they burn in hell. What was that joint? Word up. Oh, a bully pit? Yeah. Yeah, I got a Boston Terrier, and I love my Boston Terrier. I really love them. I love their pointy ears. You know what I mean? I'm really into Boston Terriers. But some people be feeding them niggas till they so fat. And they get that wide face. Exactly, Maxwell. It was a utility tool. I kept telling people it's not a knife. Everybody kept saying, yeah, he should have had a pocket knife. I was like, he ain't have no knife. You can go read and see the transcripts. There's a police officer who testifies that it was not a weapon. There's a police officer. How did that not stop these people from giving him first-degree murder when a police officer said, hey, yeah, it's not a weapon. It's a utility. Yeah, a time to kill, Maxwell. That's what it was. You know, that white nigga had to go home and do all this talking with his wife about, this may change for us forever. And the wife is like, well, fuck it, we just move. You know, you go somewhere else. You know, my sister out in Maryland. And that nigga like, Lee Sweet, Mississippi. All over there, Maryland, and probably full of Yankees. that was the weirdest shit they had that nigga say. That nigga like, probably full of Yankees. The craziest shit ever, man. And then these people want us to be like, oh yeah, well, you niggas shouldn't be so aggressive, nigga. What are you talking about? Well, you know how you niggas are. You know, white man come around, if he just makes a joke, you niggas take it so seriously. Nigga, you should too. Because when they come around joking, that joking becomes goddamn law and legality. Blackface was joking, you goofy tethers. Yeah, side word up. That's right, Aquarius minded. We the only ones who fight this shit. Like I said, we are the true hero class. When we level up, nigga, that shit's like ultra. You know what I mean? We other people, they level up off of us. We don't level up off of other people. I ain't never been around a bunch of Africans and my shit went all the way up. No. When I'm around other FBA heroes, that's when my shit level up. You see what I'm saying? You've been running around with a bunch of NPCs who are leveling up off of you. But you can't level up off of these NPCs. That's what I call y'all. You Africans, you damn Latinos, you white supremacists, all you niggas who hate black people, to me, y'all non-playable characters. Because guess what? When you die, you just die. You disappear. If I let the orcs come in, there's been a shitty nigga that was an NPC. There's one game I got where, like, you know, you might be fighting and like the orcs come in. You be like, yeah, I'm going to let this nigga die right here. This nigga was talking hella shit. That's what you got to be like. They always joke. That's right. That's why we sit here saying we not, man, fuck all that. Y'all seen the video I played last night with the white supremacists. I could play it again if y'all want to see it again. With the white supremacists talking about, taking niggas to war and all that weird shit. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. And there was a brother responding to it. So it was really good. But let's let Tariq finish with whatever bush meat nigga he dealing with.
What's going on, OG? How you doing?
How you doing, brother? You good?
I'm blessed. I'm chilling. Oh, we gotta remember that the lawyer was part of the Botham Jean case. And you see how out cold they got the hug and the white lady talking about they forgive her and stuff. So I believe he threw the case, you know what I'm saying, for the white people.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
damn,
just
he
too
was from
raggedy
the
the way
boat.
he did it, man. Way too raggedy. Travis, what's up, brother Travis?
Hey, do you remember when the dad was talking about that his friend was the one that chased him? The teacher caught him. He ran into the teacher. The dude Eddie.
No, I don't remember that part.
When they had the interview, the dad said Carmelo ran into a teacher and she had to stop the other people from chasing him, and the dude that was chasing him was Eddie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I remember that part. Yeah, so yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, that meant on some sneaky dirty shit, man.
Man, this Eddie dude,
Yeah.
I'm like, How
I
come this
said the
Eddie
Eddie
dude
nigga.
wasn't really picked apart
Yeah,
on the
I
damn
said the
stand,
Eddie
man?
nigga.
Thank you, brother. That Eddie dude is something weird going on with this
Yep,
dude.
I said the Eddie nigga. I
Man, yeah,
called
that Eddie
shit
dude
out.
could have been discredited. Man, dude.
Man, that's
It's
exactly what
weird
I'm
shit
saying.
going on with that Eddie guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eddie was no goddamn
Eddie invited him
friend
over there
of
to the tent.
Carmelo.
Everybody said Eddie invited him, and then Eddie just got on some funny style shit. And then act like he didn't know him like that, but then he knew him, but then you ain't saying that Eddie is Carmelo's girlfriend's cousin. Dude, that could have been picked apart. They really could have picked that apart. Jackson, what's up, man? Or Jason? Jason?
Yo, what's up, OG? How you, man?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Like with the as far as like Carmelo go, man, that young boy was clearly railroaded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was some bullshit. But here's the thing though, like, you got these bitch
Damn. Yeah, start they bullshit already. We like, yeah, nigga, we just trying to finish up.
Will never come in the room with us in real life talking like that. Cause y'all get tossed the fuck up out of there. I'm tired of you hoe ass niggas coming in here, you know what I'm saying, with the chaos. Y'all don't fight for nothing. So y'all want to stop us from standing strong.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna never happen. Never. Respect, OG.
Yeah. Thank you so much, brothers.
Yeah.
Let's get brother Robbie Blue in the building. Robbie Blue in the building. Brother Robbie. I'm good, brother Rob. How you doing, man? Long time no.
Man, let me tell you, all of this madness that's going on almost makes you feel like you're in the Twilight Zone. I definitely appreciate everything that you're doing, and I like checking out your replays on YouTube. I just want to say this to the family. You know, Metcalf's father mentioned black fatigue, and he just really let his racism just spill out of his, drunk, decrepit mouth. But I looked at this graph and it made everything made sense. And I just want this to make everybody in the family feel good. If you look at the middle class from 1970 up to now, it's dwindling. See, these white supremacists are riding off of this high that they got from an inflated, boosted middle class, right? From the government, because they got turned up in 1929. So all of them are riding this high and they don't realize, or they're starting to feel, the middle class is shrinking. Now we have less than 1/2 of 1% of the wealth. So like if the plantation goes down, it really doesn't affect us. Run our reparations and we'll be great. But if they want to play dumb, if they want to deflect, how do you have black fatigue and you don't even live around black people? Y'all got to drive 200 miles before you come across like foundational black Americans. If they have a lot of money and they're upper middle class, they don't even live around us. And if they interact with us, they're interacting with like our teenagers that may work at fast food places or whatever. So this whole idea of a mythical black person that they're scared of and they're so fatigued, what they're fatigued from are the oligarchs like Elon and some of these other cats that plan on getting the middle class down to like 30%. That'll be the sweet spot. So time is ticking for them, and watch them then try to come to us and rally to us and try to come to our communities. All we got to do is stand tall, stay solid, and have each other's back, because there's no place for us to go but up. But for them, with their ill-gotten gains and all these tethers and everybody else that's trying to bet on, I guess, white supremacy, they got to understand white supremacy is expensive. They don't plan on paying for that. How many of them really have high IQ to get these tech jobs and to really put that fake IQ to rest? 68% of them don't have a college degree, but they sit here and claim that they got a high IQ and they're educated. They're middle class racist slackers that are just full of soy, hate, and steroids. And I land my plane.
Respect,
There you
man.
go.
Thank you so much.
Shout
brother.
out to Robbie Blue.
Robbie, Life with K.
Hey, Toppy. Hey, family.
Hey, K.
So I just wanted to double back on what the guy that just spoke was saying. I don't know, like since this verdict came in, I'm sure a lot of you all have noticed, especially on X, the white tea people have been extremely angry. Like if you're so happy that he got you all got the verdict, he's doing his 35 years or whatever. Y'all supposed to be celebrating. Why are y'all in these comments trolling, making tons and tons of troll pages, and you're so angry and you're talking about bring, lynchings back and all of this type of extra stuff to try to insult us? You're bringing up, Cyrus and all this type of other things. But on top of that, I do want to add, family, we just need to keep this momentum up with Carmelo. Let's not sleep on this. Let's keep going because it's making them angry. And one thing about it is when people are angry, it's because they know that, something's going to turn around for this whole entire situation. It's not just this situation with Carmelo. It's something that's going to be opening for all of us as a collective. Everybody else have a good night, but thank you. That's all I want to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, the white supremacists, they think this is a victory for them, but what they've done, they've created a living political prisoner. You see, you didn't unalive. See, usually they're good with unaliving us, but now they've created a political prisoner who we can continue to rally behind. Let me tell you something. This is why I think they've been putting him in isolation out there in the jail out there in Texas. I talked about this last night. because they talked about they had him in isolation. And no. It's not for his quote safety, because the brothers in jail, they're going to look out for him. Let's be very clear. The brothers in jail, they're going to look out for him.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think that's what the threat is, because if he goes to jail, everybody's going to galvanize, all the brothers will galvanize around protecting him. He will be a galvanizing force in the jail out there. That's a problem. You understand? Because everybody knows this is political, and understand street rules, the rules of the streets, man. You don't harm our best and brightest. He was our best and brightest. He's a smart kid, never gotten any trouble. The streets actually look out for people like that.
Yep. Word up.
So to have him in there, that's going to spark the anger of other people in there. They're going to want to see him protected and make sure that them Aryans and none of them essays get at it. You understand? Because if something happens to him, it's going to be all the way up, in and out of jail.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? Let me get brother cousin Jerry in the building. Then I'm going to get brother Torin in the building.
Yeah,
cousin Jerry, what's
was
happening?
cooking.
What's going on, Flex?
I'm good, man. How you doing, Cuzzo?
Doing pretty good, fam.
Yes. What's happening?
I've been sitting back kind of reflecting on the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And Flex, you were prophetic in a couple of things.
Hmm?
The delineation in Atlanta.
Yes.
And in Dallas, the aim of Dallas was to get Black people to spend money.
That's
with
right,
each other.
Cal.
Yes.
Now, these two trials have done something that they didn't intend to do. Like you said, the reason they got our brother in protective custody, the prisoners are already on code because he's not supposed to be there.
Right.
They're gonna make sure that he's safe when they put him in Gen Park.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the B part of that, they accidentally got some more of us that were off code on code.
Yep.
And now the unintentional consequences that they also did with the child, with the boycott and ban, if we stand our ground and stand 10 toes down and run those people out of business, we've cut their immigration corridor out.
Yep.
And see, if we stand on our business in this, on both sides, we know the emotions are high on our side. Instead of being angry, continue to flip and alchemize and send Brother Carmelo good energy.
Yes.
Word up.
And remember, these people are angry. They're going to try and come in and make us angry. So I'm advising everybody to put your Chief Petty hat on, because they've activated the petty of the entire Black community when they challenged us not to come into the restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So family, don't get upset. We see the play. When the tethers got out there, they couldn't even fake Black. The one African just had to say, man, I'm African.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We've rendered them useless. They have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
The white community will not accept them, and their president is actively working to get them out the country.
Mm-hmm.
So see, family, we've got to stand strong. Don't get discouraged, because two parts of the three is coming together. We're working together. We're on code. We're about to start spending money with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And when they break bread on the reparations, then we already have us together.
Yes, indeed.
Family, I'm going to drop down. Y'all continue to protect yourselves. When you with your family, when you out in groups, keep your eyes up and out. When you see us around, look out for us.
Mm-hmm.
I love y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Word up.
Back.
Big shout out to
Torin.
cousin Jerry. Big shout out to
Good morning, Tariq. How you doing?
I'm good, brother Torin. How you been, sir?
I've been good, just busy, man. Glad you're having this conversation because it's necessary.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I think there's two things going on that we need to be aware of. There's been a lot of sort of like, I'm a special Negro with a lot of Black Americans that they've been able to lull themselves to sleep with. And I think this case has woken up a lot of Black people to realize that no matter what your economic status is, this country has a target on your back, especially if you're a Black male.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is, we just saw that failed boycott that the NAACP tried to do, trying to make these young black men in the South risk generational poverty, trying to stop them from going into the leagues and stuff. So my question is, the NAACP has a legal aid fund, and if you know the history of the NAACP, they used to send lawyers and top flight, high powered lawyers into like the deep South to defend our brothers. Carmelo has an appeal coming up. What do you think about the idea that all these people who are wealthy and all these people who are connected, what do you think about them putting together a better quality legal team to maybe make his appeal go a little bit better?
There you go. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that. A lot of people have been asking, hey, where can we donate? Because a lot of the crowdfunding sites are being targeted by the white supremacists. People are talking about different celebrities like Cardi B and Boosie saying that they're going to donate and give. And we're going to see. So we're just trying to see what the family wants to do as far as representation. So we're just looking at everything closely and monitoring everything and seeing what direction we should go in. And it's a day by day thing.
They don't need no white
I'm ready.
lawyer.
I got some bands for whoever lawyer they're going to get. So we're keeping our eyes and ears open.
NAACP is a joke.
Let's get a couple more people in here. Let's get a couple more people in here. Respect to everybody in here.
Donate to them motherfuckers no more.
Respect to everybody in here, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Najee. Brother Najee, hop on in, sir.
We just did that video.
Brother Najee, hop on in.
We just did that video in the beginning.
Microphone in. Let's see. We got Marlon, Brother Marlon.
And there was a Marine brother who apprehended him and took his ass
Najee.
down.
Marlon, what's up, brother?
What's up with your brother Flex? How you doing up there, player?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Hey, man, listen. I just called to the family for a minute, man. First thing, I just want to roast, man. I said, Brother Carmelo, he didn't do anything wrong. He did everything correct, as he supposed to.
Yep.
Okay? But see, they didn't try to jump. He was walking in the wrong tent or whatever. You know, that Mexican broad was telling everybody how big his dick was. That's what it was, dog. And that motherfucker lost him. And let me ask this, like, you know, the judges calling in talking a bunch of trash. But there's no such thing as punking out. Because Brother Carmelo displayed that.
Yeah.
It wasn't any. Okay? That Nigerian down in Florida, remember? He was talking about the black sister, talking about he'd rather lay with a dog before he lay with a black woman, and that white broad stabbed his ass to death.
Yep.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
The other one down there in Texas, he got into a middle of the fight with them two white boys, and they killed him. Remember, he was talking all that trash.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there, I'll land my plane, brother. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much,
That brother was cooking.
All right, Jimmy James.
What's going on, Brother Tariq?
Hey, how you?
Word up.
I'm great, man. Good morning to you. Good morning to the space, man. Real quick.
That brother neutralized them.
You know, a lot of these people starting to come around in lives and spaces and trying to, you know, use this as a triggering moment for us. You know, like y'all been saying, I think we should stay focused. Don't pay them no mind. I like the way you clown them up here. And I'll just say this. I think a lot of them people involved with the railroading plus his attorney and all of that, a lot of these people that, you know, his brother Hunter Metcalf, all these people should be held in contempt and be charged with obstruction of justice. And I think that some perjury charges need to come out because these people know that they withheld the truth from the court.
Oh yeah.
And I think that should be brought, you know, and put out there so these people can be exposed for all the lying they did, you know, railroading that dude with 35 years. Appreciate it, Flex.
Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, man, very early, Frisco, Texas, that needs
hey, hold up, Maxwell.
with racial injustice.
Maxwell, is it 2037 or 2073? Uh-oh. I want to make sure I know.
Whole town, the family needs to rebrand that town. We have the power to rebrand
That's a racist
Frisco,
place. Like,
Texas.
nigga, Frisco.
We need to make Frisco,
Texas.
synonymous with
supposed to be like
racism,
that
white
with niggas
supremacy,
now.
and non-justice.
Mhm.
We have the power to do that. We make Frisco, Texas a dirty word, just like we made Simi Valley a dirty word. We made Forsyth County a dirty word. Rosewood became a dirty word for what they did to the people down there. You understand? And these places with what they've done. Yeah, you don't let them, they're not going to sit here and try to play like they're Mayberry. You sit up here and act like, oh, this is a great little suburban town. It's a great place for family. Y'all come on through. And then you railroad a kid who protected himself from a suspected white supremacist aggressor, and then have a little secret trial where nobody can see what's happening. There's a gag order. You hide video. And then y'all surface up out of there and throw 35 years at this kid. No. Your town is going to own that shit, you racist bastards. Fraudulent Frisco.
For sure.
All right? Frisco, Texas is the place where justice goes to die. There's no justice there. You're not going to try to have a squeak again. They've been trying to clean that little place up to make it very desirable for tourism and investments. No, no, no. Wear what you did. You're going to have to wear it like a jacket.
That's right.
And nobody wants to invest in a place with a bad reputation.
At all.
You understand?
I'm telling you.
Nobody. Be reputable. What's going to be a stained area? You can control that. We need to put a stain and let that town wear what it did. You understand? Let them wear that. Wear it like a jacket. It's like Simi Valley out here, they never recovered from that Rodney King stain that was put on the city. Whenever you say the word Simi Valley, one thing comes.
Hey, didn't the Jamaicans have a song at some point to them? If them shoe fit, let them wear it. Yo, what up, Bronze Flat Power God? Word up, cow dog. Look, that shit out there. This is the most diabolical shit I ever seen. But I knew we were going to see more of this shit because we already been seeing this. And then, like, to hit us back to back, I was like, all that shit seemed like, okay, like it was meant to happen, like in some type of way. They was trying to draw us out. But I'm glad more of us have discipline. You know, there's a lot with discipline. So a lot of us have been like, I'm not going out for this shit, but I'm pissed off. You know, I'm gonna take to these internet streets. I'm gonna post on, if the one thing you got to do is post it all on your social media. Some people don't even post shit about it on their social media. They just act quiet. That's what I can always tell the real black people, because they will come in, they will chime in, they're gonna be like, yeah, that's right. I feel the same way. And then you hear, you like all the other niggas, you don't hear nothing from them niggas. What it do, Fresh? But that's how these motherfuckers be. Let Tariq finish up. He almost done.
Racial injustice. We branded that city a place for racial degeneracy. That's why don't nobody really rock with Simi Valley like that no more. A lot of the businesses, they open up and close. People drive right through. Simi Valley is a very small little town. It's very small, and I'm right next to them. I'm in Chatsworth. So Simi Valley is like 15 minutes from me. You drive through that ditch and drive right out. You understand? Ain't nothing popping over there. All right. Let me see. Y'all raise your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Raise your hands. Let me see. Let's get Meadows. Let's get Brother Meadows in the building. Meadows in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Then we get Darren. Meadows.
Yes. What's up, OG?
Hey man, how you doing, Meadows?
Man, I'm good, man. I was just thinking about what they were saying earlier with Democrats trying to get some of the young men to not go to college and stuff like that. They was real loud about wanting them to do that boycott, but been real quiet about these cases that surrounding these young men that got, got murdered and stuff like that. And that's the crazy part. I seen something with Jamel Hill was saying something about our young black men need to have some type of like self-control or something dealing with this type of case because she was trying to like talk down on Carmelo. So it's just crazy to me. That's all I really had to say, OG.
Like,
yeah, man, a lot of these
that's the
Democrats
shit
feel
that
they're
get on
coming
my
out
nerve.
now to try to
We
get on the
always need to
bandwagon.
have some
Because the
self-control.
thing is, they're not going to get around that whole minority coalition thing that we see and don't work. This is why the Democrats are quiet right now. Because in this case, this Carmelo case, we had a basically an all-white jury with some people of color sprinkled in, but still white though. You had some Asians, East Indians, and Hispanics in there. That's supposed to be the damn minority coalition. Also, you got this weird little dude, Eddie, who's a Hispanic dude, who threw Carmelo under the damn bus. You understand? So you coming around us talking about a minority coalition at this point? The Democrats know your name is mud coming around us with that shit. That's the last thing we want to hear. Yeah, I saw something where last week they were talking about I guess they still got their marching orders from DNC. They're up here talking about immigration. Boy, y'all ain't reading the damn room. Y'all know good and well we don't no damn immigration. You had some immigrants helping to throw our brother under the bus. So the Democrats are stuck right now. You understand? They are stuck. Aaron, what's up, brother? Aaron.
Hi for me. Yeah.
You all right over there, brother?
Oh yeah, but you just listen to you are full of fucking shit.
I know what's going on. First of all, are you on a bubble bath? What the fuck are you doing? Put some clothes on. Don't be balls listening to me. What are you doing? Put some pants on, bro. You all sultry.
I just listening.
Bro, put some clothes on. Don't call me sultry with your pants off. What are you doing? Darren?
Come here. The young fella, he should have got the death penalty.
But he didn't.
He should have.
But he didn't, sir.
What happened? What did his parents do with all the money?
You do what?
Typical black parents with the money. They spend all the fucking money.
Hey, what's with this fake accent? What's with this fake accent?
It's not a fake accent. This is where I'm from. I'm from Ireland. I'm listening to
this is Austin in the Bussified Punk. This is you, Austin. Because I can hear you hear your bussly whistling in the background, Austin. How many fake?
2 seconds. 2 seconds. You'll be able to hear me better.
How many fake accounts do you have, Austin? Yeah, you are a sassy punk. Good grief.
Hey, you hear me?
How many fake accounts do you have, Austin?
Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you, I'm from Ireland. You can hear my accent.
You're not from no damn island, sir.
I'm from Ireland. I am Chucky Garlaw. Listen, God bless us, babe. You're all this.
Okay, let me get somebody else. Good Lord, you lame as hell. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let me see. Let's get all right, let's get Unc. Let's get Unc in the building. Unc, what's up, brother? Mr. Unc in the building.
Yeah.
What's up, Unc?
Not much. I was just wanting everybody to just not lose focus. Look here, these people playing in our face because we just took off all this time and them so-called 92% say they took off too. So now they playing in our face. They just trying to see what we're going to do. It's going to be one of them summers. It's going to be a turn up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All of this right before the summer, right before Juneteenth, too. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of ancestral energy floating around here for the summer. I can already tell. All right. Let me get one more. We're going to get one more call, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get one more good one. And y'all raise your hands if you want to get up. One more good one from the family. Raise those hands, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get some new faces in here. Some people who have not been on before. That would be great. We get some people who have not been on here before. Raise your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Go Guga. Go Kuda. You've been in here several times. All right, let me get some new faces in here. Let's get let me see who we got. Let's get, hold on one second. Let's get Tro. Let's get brother Tro. Let's get Tro. Tro, what's up, Tro? Tro, what's up, Tro? Before.
Hello, Cam.
Yeah, what's up, Tro? How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's good? What's good? Yeah. So I had some ideas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For episodes for your show.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, one thing I think it'd be very cool if you somehow get in contact with the Carmelo family, like you did with the Breakfast Club. I think you would be a better interviewer than what I've seen so far. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. But another idea I think would be, like, for example, I've seen a lot of cases recently with these high-profile black celebrities being in court, and I know a lot of times they don't go on stand to defend themselves. So and I was listening to the interview with the Carmelo Anthony family, and they didn't know any better about some of the things because that was their first time really having a court case like that. You know,
okay.
I was thinking, what if you had some one of your lawyer friends to do an episode with you where they could break down certain techniques and stuff that we should be prepared for some of us that's not
Wait,
very
this nigga giving his
experienced with the
ideas?
legal system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you know, I really feel for the family because, again, this is something they've never been through.
I'm glad Tariq didn't trash
they get lawyers, and this is bad.
you know,
You get a lawyer,
Tariq
you don't know they're incompetent until it's
but
too
he
late.
didn't.
That lawyer was
good.
super incompetent. Oh, who
Really
the hell
good,
referred
Tariq.
him?
I saw that move, brother.
Nigga, that lawyer was so bad, his ass should be disbarred. He was
Yeah,
so
that
bad.
lawyer was terrible.
And again, they should have a grounds of appeal based on how incompetent he was. This dude didn't argue shit. This dude just let shit slide in the courtroom. He didn't challenge nothing, didn't cross-examine people like he should have.
Nothing. I
Man,
told
no,
people
no,
he's
no,
supposed
no,
to
no.
held that utility tool up,
No.
like Johnny
And
Cochran
again,
did
this
the
guy
glove
sounds
with
like he didn't
OJ.
wanna lose his standing
I remember I was a kid
with
watching
his
that, like,
buddies.
oh
Because
wow,
remember, all
like
of
this.
these clicked in with each other. They're clicked in. They know each other. They're relatives. They're married into the families. Again, even
We
this
just
prison
get
that
ready
they're
to head
going to
off to
send
college
Carmelo
and we
to,
see
the
that shit. We
warden,
like Johnny Cochran.
his
is the
last
truth.
name is Metcalf. And many people are saying that this guy might be related to Jeff Metcalf and these people.
Yeah, the warden.
Now,
Mhm.
that hasn't been confirmed. That has not been confirmed. But there's a possibility. There is a possibility. But these people are clicked in with each other.
Word up.
Understand? Let me see. Milo. Brother Milo, hop on in, Milo. Milo, hop on in, sir. Emerald. What's up, Milo?
What's up, Tariq?
Okay,
Good morning, I got
Maxwell.
a quick question.
Hold on. I'm talking to Milo. Hold on, man. Hold on.
My question is,
Okay, your question is shut the fuck up while I'm talking to my brother here. Don't ask no question and telling you I'm talking to this brother. You gonna keep talking? Hold on, brother Milo, go ahead.
What's up, Tariq? Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you, man. What's going on with you?
Morning, black people. It's 4:30 over here on the East Coast. Tariq, so I just had a couple
Yeah, I
of
told y'all,
questions.
niggas be from the East
Who
Coast.
did the
and shit.
prosecution?
It was
Did they
4:30.
call any witnesses? And like any eyewitnesses that was there at the?
Yeah, from what I understand, the prosecution did. Yeah, they called several people. Most of the people they called were on Metcalf's team. They called most of his team guys.
I'm hearing so many stories, man, about like about the situation that happened. Charleston White said that Carmelo didn't even bring a knife. Where did he get the knife from?
No, okay, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if he. I don't know because some people just. I don't know. People be just saying stuff. Saying that's what we got to verify information.
It wasn't a knife.
We got to verify a lot of information
It
because
wasn't a
again,
knife.
people
I
had
don't know how hard that is for everybody to know.
it was Jeff Metcalf with the judge and the DA, and that wasn't the judge and the DA in this case. That wasn't the judge and the DA. So we got to have right information. What's up, man? What the F is an FBA? Now what's okay? Now go. Now you can do your little troll routine, and hopefully it's witty. Go ahead.
Nah, brother. It's a delay with the with the speech on here.
Oh, okay.
So I
okay, got it. Okay, my bad. Okay. I thought you were on some bullshit, but go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was gonna say, a good idea was to, leave reviews online for their lawyer, for the brother. Like leave negative reviews just breaking down all the talking points, referring to how he didn't really help for the case. Just basically put him on blast and put him on negative online.
Yeah, like I said, man, we have to again rebrand that whole town. We have to rebrand the town of Frisco. We need to turn Frisco's name into a negative word. That whole town needs to be rebranded. And they should be branded based on this case. They should wear this like a jacket. What they did, this railroading, should be their identity. You understand? We can do that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me get up out of here. It's been real. Go to rootworkstyle.com. Deodorant on the planet, rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm up out of here. Puppy Akute, love away to the family.
Word up. Shout out to Tariq.
Power off.
That's right, bitch. Power off like a transformer. Yeah. But when we talking about, see, when I'm saying one thing, I get exactly what he's saying too, and I get what everybody else is saying about that too. We have to think about crops, like, because do we have the crops right now? Right now we talking about things that's going to take at least 20 years to come to cultivation, which we should be doing that. I believe in that, should be doing it, but having the notion in people's head, like, yeah, it's going to take 20 years to cultivate that. And a lot of us don't really encourage our children into law and things like that of nature. But if you got a child that's always argumentative, you definitely should be pushing that child to get into goddamn some type of like debating and law. Yeah, it was like power up. They all got a white woman voice and shit. It's like I wondered that. I was like, why do they give them all a white woman voice? Or they have the white dude voice. Power up. What it do, First Lady Pink Parisian, Visionaire. How you doing? Yeah. I'm up here early right now because we was, going through these stories. We had the brother Tariq live, his joint, because he was on X. But California people, peep this, like, they've been paying the homeless so y'all can lose. This is crazy.
Live in Skid Row?
I live in Skid Row.
This is in California.
Then, would they come down here and try and pay you to vote?
Oh, yes. Dan, what
on a ballot?
Yes.
Oh, how much they pay you?
$5.
Oh, and they said, here, come and vote for these candidates?
Yes, sir.
They told you who to vote for?
Yes.
So they told you to vote for Karen Bass or Cynthia Rahman?
Karen Bass.
Did you vote for Karen Bass?
Yeah.
For $5?
Yeah.
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Oh, you did for Karen Bass?
Yeah.
Karen, they told you to vote for Karen?
Yeah.
This looks like a
That's
1980s horror movie.
And how much they pay you?
It's like $2.
$2? Or to sign off on a
Like,
thing to vote for her?
damn.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, do you want to vote for Karen or Nithya? Or they just really just tell you to vote for Karen, huh?
But it was really promoting her, man. They gave you an optional choice, but they tell you who they want you to vote for.
Or they tell you who you want to vote for. So like, yo, we'll give you $2, but you got to vote for one of these people.
Well, you know, I'm a barterer, man. So I got $4.
And you're like, yo, give me $4 and I'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good so far. I ain't been out in the humidity
Yeah, they
yet.
come out here all the time.
How often do they come down here?
Probably like 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
get the ballots?
Yep.
Wow. Damn, so you know other people too that voted too?
Actually, anybody's registered.
Word up, Ron. You know that. It just looked like a bunch of zombies and shit. I was like, what the hell? We'll get rid of that. Video. Thing.